Coming up on this episode of The Brain Drain Show.
You snake someone back then, you get flattened. Sort your manners out, kids. I left Blueprint for Unabomber. Don't invite a vampire into your house, mate. And some guy just went, no way, it's Ben Grove. I'd not been to bed for about 2 or 3 days. Andy Scott, the bastard, I couldn't walk for a week because I hyperextended this leg. And I literally kicked myself in the head. I was on Vans for nearly 15 years, I think. Me and Boulala and Greco were walking around guitar shops. So I was just like with Greco, like, oh my God. And he's just there like, I think he's Johnny Thunders. The majority of the time, I think some of the best stuff I've done have been off my tits. This is Div. You can draw a little ginger beard on here. I do a lot of people's heads in, but I think I get away with it. Do you know what I mean? Joe, Gavin and Frank Stevens, I think are the most video parts out of any skateboard in the whole world. Harry went to be TM because Harry put it, a glorified babysitter. 2 boards for the AMs and 4 boards for pros or whatever. I'd be like, fucking there's 10 boards, there's a set of trucks, there's some bearings. 2,000 bottles of beer delivered to my flat with the relentless cans delivered to the shop they used to sell it to. Doesn't matter now, does it? Ain't no contract now. Issue number 1, Persian rugs. Always ahead of fashion with bootcut jeans. It was good, that foot on. Going down the hotel in the morning, a can of Stella when I was 16, like thinking I'm the boy, do you know what I mean? So how much do I get paid then? Do I get a couple of receipts, yeah?
Good evening and welcome to another great episode of The Brain Drain Show with me, Forde Brookfield. Joined to my left is my coffee, chesty, infection, little vertically challenged friend, Toby Batchelor.
I'm average height, I have 5'8" on a good day.
And average size, apparently, according to certain charts. A bit above. Joined to our left, we've waited a long time for this. This is third time's the charm.
Is this the third time
this is the third time. People have been asking, people have been waiting. And
Who is it for?
The day's finally here. It's the one.
Fucking get on with it.
The only.
It's Ben Grove.
It's Ben Grove. Round of applause in the studio audience, please, for Ben Grove. We're finally here. Tell us your story when you was on your way here and who you ran into. Another guest that we want to get on the show.
Oh, mate. Yeah, so I was driving through Sutton Coldfield and I was I'll give Woodley a call, see what he's up to. James Woodley, and he's like, where are you? I was like, just driving through. He's like, what road? And I was like, I can't remember what road it was. And literally, he was on the same road about 4 cars back. So pulled in at the Shell garage, and he was driving to Derby as well. So I've drove up from Cornwall, left at like 4 o'clock this morning, and it's about
commitment.
About 7:45. Like the busiest road in Birmingham, where you got to cut through. And he's like, what are the chances of him being?
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, just had a cig with him at the petrol station, and then
Best
smoking at the petrol.
Best place to have a fag, isn't it?
and then he followed me all the way up to Derby, and then beat the horn, flashed me, and he pulled off about 4 miles. Before
nice.
So
I love Woodley.
So I love Woodley as well. If he's listening to this one, which I assume he probably would be, because he does like to listen to him. We urge.
He listens to it.
Yeah, he's told me that he listens to a few. I guess it depends who.
Yeah.
But we urge James Woodley to come on the poddy.
On the poddy.
It needs to be done.
Yeah,
imagine a double.
He drives it all the time. He's always delivering stuff.
Yeah.
He came through the other week, didn't he? Skated flow before
Yeah.
it was open. And
He's fucking so good.
Yeah.
He's always been good, but he's so good. Imagine a double episode, you and Woodley. Oh, podcast would be set on fire by the end of it.
When did you first meet Woodley?
Fucking hell. Birmingham years ago.
Yeah.
When Ideal was near the courts. So when I first met Bob and everything. I just remember meeting him because I'd seen him on Woodley As If, Andy Evans' video.
Yeah.
That had come out, and so I can't remember the old skate park. I'd never went to it because it was always closed. Was it Vert something? I had a big, I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, I went there and like I say, it's known him since we were kids, 12, 13, 14, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
good,
he's a fucking hammer dog. I love skating with him.
So this is probably going to be a really long episode going on the amount of notes we got. So
could be, or you might answer it with just like, when did you start skating?
No comment.
40 years ago.
No comment.
Yeah, just that's it. No comment every question. So we'll start off how we always start.
Let's start at the beginning.
Where are you from?
That's a question. Everywhere. I was born in the Black Country in Kings Winford.
Yeah.
Which is like, near Stourbridge, Dudley Way. But moved up to Cheshire, Holmes Chapel. That's where I discovered skateboarding. A guy called John McGuinness. And and 2 Australian kids, James and Rob Clark, moved in. You know, I moved up there. Just like I say, I remember getting an old alien workshop board, you know, got off them and just like filing it all down. It was delammed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And,
trying to save it so it was
so
no one does that anymore. We had a lad in
Everything's
last week.
so disposable now, isn't it? Like no one bothers. I guess kids probably would if they got no money.
We had a lad in last week, and he'd bought a new board and delammed his nose. It was only about this big. He was like, "I'm getting a new board." I was like, "I could glue that down for you and just grip over it." And you were like, "No, not bothered."
just sport brats.
But I used to have to like work and save boards.
That's what I mean. But like,
I used to do a paper round and milk round to pin on my boards, and I used to sell my old wheels, clean them all up. Mum, I'd go out skating. My mum would have like hordes of kids coming to the house. Like my mum used to sit having by the door with prices on. My mum would open the door, they'd come in.
Mum's skate shop.
No, she just did it. She put them by the door, and I'd leave a price, you know, like a price list, pretty much. When my stepdad, he flipping hated it because there's always kids knocking on the door when I first got sponsored. But so back to point of I moved up to Holmes Chap, and then obviously that's when I started. Met Tony Da Silva, and you know the crew York boys, Rick, Razza, Jay, Cagsy.
We need Tony on as well.
Oh, Tony'd be sick.
Yeah.
I say Tone's the one who got me street skating. So we used to go Bones. In Stockport. You go Bones, and that's obviously where Note started. You know, like '99, and I was proper Unabomber kid back then. Do you know what I mean? Proper, you know, Dickies pants and Unabomber tee and all them little shorties. You know what I mean? Big baggy white pants and Wu-Tang tops and one glove and all that. Rick, I used to have one glove. Wu-Tang Rick, we used to call him. And like Razza, he was flipping massive kit flips. Tone's just seeing Tony skate back then when you kids. We always used to drive. We always just come to Derby on the train, skate Storm.
Yeah.
Is Bones where we were hanging out ages ago, and you got the big paper mache fucking head of Frank.
Frank Sidebottom.
Yeah,
I think you mentioned. Yeah.
Did you say that you? Was it you or
Frank
Sidebottom
Sidebottom did the opening of Bones. Because Dave Arnold, who
I'm sure he said to me, you were like, "Oh, he fucking stank as well. He like stank of like booze and fags or something."
I've heard that as well.
I can't remember
Chris Seavey. Chris Seavey, he was called, and like Frank Sidebottom, but his
I think it was Woody.
He was in skating. He went in a note and that. And, he opened Bones Skatepark with Dave Arnold, who built it all. I think Joe Gavin was at the opening. I was never at the opening, but. But I remember like Frank used to bring Chris Seavey used to take his son there and that skating, and that's sort of how he was, you know, sort of because I think Dave Arnold worked for him. He was his roadie, so he built, you know, he worked with his band and that.
Yeah,
you know, Dave Arnold's got the bowl in Wigan. The bowl that I've never skated. It's been there for years. I've never been there. I've always wanted to go, and it's over 25 years.
It's been there a long time.
I've still not been there. One day.
Yeah, how did you come into possession of the Frank head? Because you've got one out. Have you still got
one?
It? You must still have it.
I've got it. Oh yeah, it's on a lampshade. It's in the corner. My little daughter loves it, Grace. And I got it off a mate, Leighton, and I think he used to go out. I'm not sure. He claimed. I think he had his. I don't know if he had a daughter. I think he used to go out and basically I acquired it. I met him at South Nightclub, Clint Boone's.
So it's like an actual Frank head that was.
I think
used,
so. Yeah.
So it looks like it.
It's a paper mache thingy.
Yeah. When I saw it, it looks fully legit.
I think it was Woody who said he stank of booze.
Yeah, Woody.
Woody. He would have been there.
That's it. Because he mentioned. You mentioned it on Woody's one, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was. Yeah.
Because I knew we were going to do a board. Because when he died, he didn't have much money at all. Do you know what I mean? And then we were going to do a board with Splodge at Note, and his son Harry, God rest his soul, he passed away. His son Harry, but we were going to do a board with his eyes. But because I think, if I'm right, Michael Fassbender, they did an American version, didn't they, called Frank? I've never watched it, but they sold all the family. I think that they made them. Basically, it's like having an American Office before The Office. Yeah. So they made a Frank film, and I've never watched it because it's just like, it's nothing like what Frank Sidebottom was like. But they basically took his head and then just did an Americanized, you know, nothing. Do you know what I mean? The guy was an absolute amazing
based
artist.
on like a British guy it's a British guy that discovers them as a band, and the lead singer wears that head.
Well, he was trying to be in a band. I think they're called the Freshies or something like that. He was in a band, and it wasn't working out for him. So he just started this alter ego, like this character, and it just stuck. So I think he just that's how he was on TV, on kids programs.
Imagine that on TV now. People would be
scared the hell out
terrified,
of
wouldn't they?
them.
Like, what the fuck is
I
this?
think it
guy?
used to scare kids when we were kids. It was genius.
Yeah. The film's pretty good. The film's actually pretty. It is nothing to do with
but they bought the rights. So I think that's how they raised a load of money. So that's why we couldn't do this board.
Okay.
Because we weren't allowed to do anything to do with Frank Sidebottom or something like that. Even though it wasn't nothing to do. I don't know if you've seen the documentary that's been done on it. It's amazing.
Where can you see?
He actually did he worked on Bob the Builder and everything as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You have to watch it anyway, you know what I mean? It's
like,
good.
imagine with board shapes now,
Frank.
people doing like the massive egg shapes. You could do one well good in like a football shape of his head.
Yeah.
It'd be
I
amazing.
think we should still do it, it'd be good.
Yeah, just fuck it off and change a colour or something on it. And
well, no, I think we can now. I think it was just at the time, like, you couldn't because of rights, whatever. But,
yeah, that'd be well good.
Yeah.
So we were talking about where you like grew up, and it sounds like you're moving around.
Just
a fair bit.
I say skateboarding, moving around loads. I mean, there's skating, but I pretty much lived at Bones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just lived at Note, skating. I used to go to school till 12 o'clock, do maths, English, science, and then get the train up to Stockport. That was me. You know, that was my school. It saved me skateboarding definitely because it's a little shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, put me on the right track skateboarding. Yeah, definitely.
To some degree.
How bad were you at school?
I was just that kid, do that, Benny, Tim, flipping, you know what I mean? Just because I suppose I was moved up there when I moved up there and I had last year in primary school, and then I moved to secondary school, and it's just moving from the Black Country to a little posh town in Cheshire, Holmes Chapels. You just total different, you know what I mean? I was smoking. I wasn't diagnosed with anything, do you know what I mean? You weren't labels that then, you were just a naughty kid, weren't you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was
talkative.
Just a normal kid, you know what I mean? But yes, like I say, just these things here just put me on, put all that energy into pressing the magic button in the car park, trying to kick flip an Ollie and, getting a lift up with John McGuinness in his Beetle up to Bones. I remember the first day. I remember the first day of Skive School. I was walking up. He cut out the back of the school. Instantly, cut the PE teachers walking down the same road as me. I just remember it. I remembered it this morning. Saw her, Mrs. Williams, went, "Oh shit!" and just guilty, just legged it. Do you know what I mean? Like first time got caught out, and then I remember getting dragged into school. Like you know what I mean? Getting told off for skiving, but could be doing worse things. I was out there skating.
Yeah.
The maths teacher, Mr. CD, loved it. We did work experience at Note. He come in, he absolutely loved it because he was an ex-bomb disposal dude who was a maths teacher, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He absolutely loved it. Going around to all these crap work experienles, and that's what we're doing. He loved it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's good.
Like, some, majority of teachers were knobs because they didn't get you, but there's always a couple of those teachers in school who are like, do you know what I mean? Like, knew how to work you, do you know what I mean? Knew how to handle you.
There's probably more of that now, that it's more kind of skating scene.
But
You got none of those
back
old
then,
boys.
skateboarding, I was probably, there was only a couple of skateboarders then, do you know what I mean? You weren't, it was a cult thing, skateboarding then, do you know what I mean? It wasn't, you waited for the mags to come out, you waited for VHS to come out, and if you had a skateboard, you just, skateboard, I was shouting, do a 360 flip at you, do a kick flip. Tony Hawk's hadn't come out, do you know what I mean? Which did a lot of good for, for the scallies knowing what to shout at you instead of going, skateboarder. Do you know what I mean? Like, wanted to fight you or nick your money, do you know what I mean? Or,
yeah.
I had it several times when you buy a new board and then the scallies would be like, "Oh, you forgot your wheels, mate."
Oh, flipping it, classic.
You just have a deck with no trucks.
I always find it funny when they used to kick off and you're just like, "Are you stupid? I've got a big piece of wood and metal trucks on me. Like, I'll wrap this around your head if you don't piss off."
Yeah.
Call their bluff.
I don't think it exists anymore, that, does it? I remember growing up and it'd always be like someone would come to the outdoor park and try and like punch you because you was a skater. I don't think kids have any of that shouting in the street stuff now.
No,
it's so acceptable.
Oh, I don't know. I think there's just worse things going on. Like, those pricks
just trying to stab you now instead of trying to fight you and nick you. Do you know what I mean? I'd just
steal your phone.
Yeah, give me a time machine, take me back. That'd be
I was saying to you the other day when I walked home from Flow, and the city centre was just filled with kids, balaclavas on, electric bikes, all walking around shouting at people. It's like, this is fucking weird.
You get a slap if you did that back in the day, wouldn't you? Do you know what I mean?
What's going on? Like,
just because kids know they get away with it and the world's gone mental. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, you used to, it's like kids in the skate park snaking. You did that at Bones back in the day, you got flipping clothesline by Ross. I mean, so I found out Ross Gray was, he was one of the guys who worked at skate parks, passed away recently. So, yeah, sad. But I remember he was an intimidating dude and you got in his way. You know what I mean? Big skinhead, like, did Maydays on the mini ramp. And like, you know, there's like John Kennedy as well at Bones. He's a sick DJ, but he used to work at Note and did all Ben Thomas, all the guys used to look up to at Bones and that, man. It was, you had respect. Do you know what I mean? You had respect. And it's just out the window now. It's just out the window. You're just like, you snake someone back then, you just, you know, you get flattened. And that's how you learn. Do you know what I mean? But now it's just like, you know, like, what are you doing? Packing order.
Yeah.
No time for it. Sort your manners out, kids.
There you go. You heard
Seriously.
You
or
heard
get
it
a
here.
slap.
You heard it here.
Oh, you know, you can't do that anymore. Do you know what I mean? But it's
yeah,
cost nothing basically. Do you know what I mean?
Your skate parks were quite intimidating back in the
They
day
were, mate,
because you had
used to go to Derby Storm. Like, I used to get a train there. I remember I got I always wanted a Sony Walkman. I got an Albi one, you know, the cheap, massive one, about that big, and it was gravel pit to come out Wu-Tang.
Nice.
And I think the Osiris tour had been recently, you know, like Smolik and all them lot. It was flipping sick.
Yeah.
Cantem Russell, Josh Casper, all that.
Chad Knight.
Yeah, Chad Knight. I think Dirty Dobbo was there.
Who the fuck's Dirty Dobbo?
That's what Tony and all that. I can't think of his name.
Chris Dobstuff.
Just Dobstuff.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Dirty Dobbo.
Dirty Dobbo. That's what everybody's calling him anyway. And T-Bone and Tyrone Olsen.
Yeah.
But I remember getting the train on Boxing Day.
Yeah.
You know, my Walkman, flipping about 20,000 batteries
Did it
in your
have
pocket.
the D batteries, the big, like...
No, it's just like loads of little ones, you know what I mean? But you'd listen to it for about half an hour, it'd be dead. And, you know, I had the anti-flipping skip, but that never worked. But I just remember seeing my mate Rick Wu-Tang Rick from Crew York, and he was there on Boxing Day. And I got up there and used to intimidate him, man. Walking from Derby train station up to that park on your own when you're 12, 13 years old. It was flipping intimidating coming, you know what I mean? Because it's empty.
Yeah.
And, you know, especially on Boxing Day, man, it was like, but yeah, Derby Storm was sick. Because obviously when I first met Brad, R.I.P., man.
Yeah.
And Eamon. There's my little pictures. There he is. Brad. Miss you, brother. And, Eamon. You know, Eamon. Been doing Maydays. Fucking smoking a cig can of super tea. And, like, you see
all at the
Scotty
same time.
Under down. Oh, yeah.
Smedley.
Brad had putting boards, man. I used to like Fletch from Icon. All those guys, obviously Reese. What's the Jamie Bestwick always used to be on the vert ramp. Absolutely just destroying it because he was incredible. And he's still doing it now, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Incredible. Like everyone used to go through that place. Bainesy, like you'd see Shipman there.
It was a different time though, wasn't it? Because
yeah.
there wasn't many big parks. You had Derby Storm, Wakefield,
Badlands, Derby Storm.
Rehab, and it was like, and then Bones. There was that one over in Chester as well, wasn't there? What was that called? Boneyard.
I think that's gone now as well. I don't know if is it gone now.
I remember seeing the A-team there.
Yeah.
Gershon and
Mark Johnson, Dave Mayhew and all. I didn't go to that, but I know Tony and all them have been to it.
I think they had a problem with the roof there at the Boneyard. It was in an old industrial unit, weren't it? I think
I remember going there with Tony and that, which used to go up on Monday or Tuesday skate night. Used to go to Snugberry's, there's an ice cream place next to it. Get a Snugberry's afterwards. Used to have massive, Snugberry's. How at times
but it was
change.
a different time back then because there weren't that many parks. Now there's like skate parks everywhere, isn't there?
Yeah.
Every mile radius.
And people still moan about they're not close enough to their front doors. Like you're saying, like you'd walk from the train station to Derby.
Yeah, there was nothing. I used to have mini ramps. I used to go. That's how. So I used to. Obviously, when I first got into skating, my dad lived in Worcester, and Malvern. No, he lived in Worcester first, and that's how, like, say, I met Vaughan Baker because I used to go there once a fortnight to my dad's, and this there was a mini ramp in Malvern, and it was on a hill.
Yeah,
but they're not leveled it out. So this ramp was pretty much just like it was good metal mini ramp. Do you know what I mean? At the youth centre, and like every now and again you get like the Droitwich lot would come down and skate it. And I remember breaking my wrist doing a blunt grabbing. I've never done a blunt grabbing ever since. And I used to skate with these lads, Ted and Dyke, these lads from Malvern. I think Ted was really good, man. He was I think Simon Pepler and that, like, they were getting a few bits from Third Foot.
Yeah.
But that's how I sort of met, got to know. Like, I started skating with Vaughan's brother, actually, Danny Baker. Skated with Vaughan's brother first. And there's Leon and Matt and Finch used to skate at the courts in Worcester. And then, like, Vaughan, I was that kid knocking on his door and, like,
hungry for it.
Well, no, yeah, what it should be, basically, yeah. Ball bagging at the park. They used to come to Malvern Skatepark with Toddy and all that. It used to be a nice flat bar. So when Chris from Spine, he started the shop. 'Cause that was the first free stuff I got. Because I was
going to ask what your first, like, kind of sponsor.
Yeah, Chris from Spine. Like, before I got anything from Note, I was going to Note loads. I mean, I think I bought one of the first boards. I think I was one of the first customers in Note. I lived in that shop. But I went to a trip with Ted and Dyke in little Danny's Mini. He almost killed us and was got taken out by a tractor, back lanes to Bristol. And it pissed it down. We stayed in I remember, like, skating Lloyd's at night time. Bella Brusca Bianca, like the fake Cassini. And we ended up going to Skate and Ride. Mm-hmm. And it's the first comp I entered because everywhere was pissing it down. So we went in there, and that's the comp we won, basically, because it was the Adidas PlayStation comp. They'd done them at all the parks. They'd one up in Bolton. They did them all around the country. And I ended up flipping getting through to the final. Me, Dan Wildman, I think it was Oscar Laguna and Justin Parker, another person, R.I.P. I can't remember the other kid, but me and Dan Wildman went to the PlayStation, and that was the first ever comp I won. I got the print out the other day. Dan sent me a photo, and I won 500 quid in the PlayStation 2 before it came out. And my mum, I never knew this. I'm really sorry about this to my mum, but my mum drove me to Ladbroke Grove. I wouldn't let her in the park to watch me. I was like, what? She's like, do you not remember that? I was like, no. She said, my mum had to watch through the railings. And obviously we won and all that. It's sick. And I was like, but my mum said to me, she's like, but if I'd have come in there and you lost, you'd have blamed it on me. So she stood outside watching it for the whole day out through the railings. What a bastard. No, but yeah, thank you for that one.
That would have been rad getting the PS2 before they come out.
Yeah, but you couldn't do anything. There's no games for anything. So I just thought, do you know what I mean? Like, you got a PS2, but there was no games, nothing built in. It's not like the PlayStation. You remember the PlayStation 1 come out? I was never into computers. I had a flipping Mega Drive.
Yeah.
Not Mega Drive. I had a Master System with built-in Alex the Kid.
Yeah.
And I had Moonwalker, flipping Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played on Tony. I was never into it, and I was just out. I wanted to be out. Do you know what I mean? The worst thing ever was getting grounded back in the day, wasn't it? But now, like, kids, you get grounded. They don't give a fuck, do they?
No, it's got devices. They'd rather do that.
But anyway, sold that PlayStation 2 to some kid. I can't remember who I sold it to. I sold it for $1,000 to some kid. I went into Note and I spent 1,500 quid on, like, just
everything.
Every toy machine, zero board, flipping, just came back. Mum's like, you just blown all that. I just came back with shitloads of stuff.
Yeah, but that's what was going to keep you skating more, and that's
exactly,
that's your thing, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I always think that, like, when you buy new skate stuff, it's only the same as somebody who, like, pays for, like, a gym membership or something like that. That's our activity. That's what we do.
Well, skateboarding's still cheap. That's the thing,
compared to that,
now,
do you know what I mean? It's like, so I never feel guilty about it.
It's mad because I want to say boards were back in the day, like, American board, World Industries board. You remember HFC and the mag, like, it was just get. I remember Tony showed you used to get 2 pairs of Guy Mariano's, buy one get one free. You just love that. Buy one, get one free, the Marianos, and you get, like...
You could save up points as well with HSC. So you build up these points and then you get, like, 20 quid off. And, like, back then, that was, like, a set of big spin wheels.
I remember, like, speaking to Ben Powell, because Pat, when I bought my first... I used to get a bargain, like a mystery box from Snakes here.
Yeah.
And I remember getting, like, some horrible wheels, like one pink, like, some horrible, like, 150, 10, I don't know what the size were, 60mm wheels or something. And, like, I got a copy of Icon video.
Yeah.
And I've still got that at home, the first video.
Icon comes up quite a lot, like, in the office here, doesn't it? Like,
yeah, like I say, at the time, man, that was one of the first videos at Icon.
It needs to come back.
The Unipromo.
Yeah.
I've still got that on VHS. Playing Fields.
Oh, fucking
what else was my first video? On Hocus Pocus. Because I used to, there's a guy with Dan who... He's like friends with my dad and Mandy, stepmom, and Dan. I remember this old Acme slick board, Ventures, and these blue wheels, and he gave me a copy of Hocus Pocus on VHS, like Danny Way on it. It was Danny Way was on it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
that's one of the first videos I got.
The big barrel of stick.
Yeah.
and those were my first videos.
It's like the food waste.
Yeah, they chuck him in it. Yeah.
And he comes out and he's all like, ugh. That video.
Yeah. Like I say, I've not seen that video for years, but yeah, Unipromo was a big thing in my life. That video, just like, and then obviously meeting Frank and speaking to him out, about Vaughan filmed his part of like 2 weeks. That video part he knocked out for that was like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
He filmed that. It's like incredible, that video part. His last part with David Bowie and that. And like the whole video I think was filmed like not long. Didn't take him long to film.
Yeah. It's funny, like that transition from the videos around sort of like late 80s, like the power videos being filmed in like 1 or 2 days, and then the videos going into the 90s were filmed pretty quick.
Yeah.
And then it all started changing. But when did that change to like where people were filming video parts for 3+ years? I don't know who kind of instigated that change.
Probably
Maybe
MaGee.
like the girl chocolate guys or something.
Mid 2000s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like 2004, 2005.
But what was the change back then? With what was going on that people started?
As somebody who was like very much a kid at the time, I feel like Yeah Right was the first one that as a kid I remember looking
Raising
at
the
and thinking
bar, the
like,
standards
oh
of
shit,
it.
this has clearly been filmed like over a period of time, and they've like really
Wasn't it
thought
like
about
Fully
this.
Flared was like 4.5 years of filming or something?
Well, it was meant to come out like 2000.
That's mental, isn't it?
5, and then it was 2007, then 2008. But
And then you look at it now and it's like,
You could tell that Bag of Suck was filmed over
maybe.
some time as well.
You see
and that
different
was around
haircuts in it, going from skinhead to long
Yeah,
hair and all that.
people- yeah, exactly that. Yeah, you could see that. Yeah.
But we were watching one of your parts, which was it?
we
The
watched
Blueprint part earlier.
we watched
And
Blueprint.
you've
we
got
watched
skinhead in some.
we watched
long
In
hair.
Motion.
Skinhead on the last trick, yeah.
We watched In Motion, and we watched the Urbane Mob parts.
So that video we filmed in 6 months.
That's what I mean.
We filmed the whole video in 6 months, man. And like we were like, that's when we obviously because I left Blueprint for Unabomber, didn't I? And I just I'd done that video part with for Lost and Found, and Harry asked me to ride for Unabomber, and obviously that was as a kid that was my dream thing.
But that's because you mentioned it, like when obviously being around Vaughan.
Well, Vaughan's like, it's like, say, hero, you know what I mean? He's my favourite skater as well. I say, well, I used to have sideboards and, long hair and all that, do you know what I mean?
So you were really into Bomber from an early age then, yeah?
I was about to say, let's start from the first sponsors and then follow it. Because it'll follow a nice time. So what were like, what was the first sponsor that came up where, she said you were getting like free stuff and what?
Well, that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's where the Bristol, they had Adidas comp. So Chris from Spine was, he'd sort me out like, a discount and give me a couple of blank boards from Spine. He wouldn't sponsor me, he just thought,
just helping out.
Just helping me out, yeah. And then obviously I won that comp and I went back to Note, and I think I mentioned to Splodge, and then like Tony was the first rider for Note, and then Splodge put me on, then I think it was Joe.
Yeah.
And basically, so that's when I first, from that comp, really, it sort of went really quick. So won that comp, and then Cubic, who's a big, Cubic man, thank you, dude, because he put me, hooked me up on Savier, and I was on Savier for a bit, and then obviously I was getting stuff from Grandy at Shiner, which Cubic sorted out. Chris helped out as well. Grandy, Chris, who's obviously still Shiner, thank you. But Cubic sorted out. I think I was getting think boards and Venture and stuff like that, and I don't know what wheels, and then it just all sort of like happened all really quick. This is when I like sort of I got on Blueprint and that. I was
That's right,
I was staying at my dad's once a fortnight, and started skating. I was skating with Danny Baker and Vaughan's brother.
Yeah.
Matt and Finch and Mouse Leon, and used to skate Worcester all the time, and because obviously Vaughan was off, doing his Blueprint, and he was on America and all that stuff. And then I sort of started, skating with him loads and going out skating. Obviously got on Blueprint, I think because Cubic sort of made that link, for me to get us on Blueprint.
I was going to say who instigated.
It was Cubic. Cubic pretty much sorted everything out for me. Do you know what I mean? Savier, and then I was to say Think and Venture through Shine, and then it later becoming later ended up getting on Spitfire and Indy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'd stay at Vaughan's every weekend pretty much. Like I was doing my apprenticeship in Macclesfield, and I'd get the train to Birmingham New Street.
What was your apprenticeship in?
Carpentry. Yeah.
Macclesfield's the home of Ian Curtis, isn't it? Joy Division, Ian Curtis, yeah.
And the Mac lads.
Yeah. Talk to Tim about the Mac lads. Fucking hell, he'll go off on.
And so I used to get a train, goes, I'd have a couple of Stellas on the train. Do you know what I mean? Like, turn up the Vaughans, pissed out my head. Do you know what I mean? Like, flipping young kid. Just take us out to Gonzo's in Worcester. But we'd go out filming. I think it was when it must have been around the time I was filming for In Motion. So it all happened really quickly, do you know what I mean? Like within, that Adidas PlayStation comp, within, that. Because it was only within a year and a half. I think about a year or so was my first sponsor before when I started skating. Do you know what I mean?
So I think you're on Blueprint boards in the Sidewalk in Motion video. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I was on.
With Savier and Blueprint boards. Yeah, it was when the heart.
Yeah.
Like and the Vaughan's graphic that he did. So I think my interview I'd do a nollie heel in Liverpool off the big monument, and it's got his Vaughan's artwork, and I'm in a Dennis Waterman jacket I bought for £5 from remember Leo was like speaking about it to Leo the other day, sharp. So you still got Dennis Waterman jacket, it's like some horrible plastic fake leather jacket.
Yeah.
Like Greco note top, you know what I mean? No shirtless sleeve, you know what I mean? And but yeah, it's just go out on the piss with Vaughan and that, and then we go out film on on the Sunday, on the Saturday, and then so that's I started filming for Blueprint with MaGee and that started doing all the trips. I think the first trip we went on was the Belong tour, I think, and that was like me, Smithy, and
skatepark tour.
Denver, that was it. Yeah, it was like me, Smithy, and John Fisher were like like.
I was meant to bring that video for Grove to sign, and I know that I've not got it. I've got it at home.
That's when Blueprint was really popping off. There was like
I was with Baines the other day, and I was telling him what Blueprint vids I've got, and I've just managed to complete the collection from like the Belong to the split videos, like Panic Blueprint stuff.
Yeah, anthems and mixed media,
all through to like.
I actually pulled them out yesterday. Man. I've found them all doing it in the garage, all my VHS, man. But
how long was you filming for the Lost and Found video? Because that video's fucking mega.
See, you're talking that was a few years, but like I say, I had a bit of I didn't have that much footage in it. I know I had a section, but like.
Well, you were only filming when you met up with MaGee, or was Ches filming around then? No,
filmed MaGee, Ches, Ian Passmore.
Yeah,
he films.
Big up Passmore.
Passmore's back on the filming. He's been DMing us, and he's
just sent me a photo. He's just bought the HVX with the Mark 1, and he's like,
he's back on it.
He's asking me loads of questions about it. I'm like, you know how to film, bro. I've seen your videos. But I guess he stopped filming with the VX. Now it's all HD.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's in America living
he filmed a few of my things on the Lost and Found.
Yeah.
Mondon.
That video's fucked. Even the bonus disc is like a full video within itself. And it's like
that's that standard.
The standard of it is insane.
Yeah, MaGee really pushed it, didn't he? It sort of went from, good videos to like having that much spare footage, to raise the bar. It was really the brand, wasn't it?
I don't know really what happened. Like I say, I just got, I was buzzing beyond Blueprint, but it was Blueprint. Do you know what I mean? It was amazing, like flipping out, and then
the kickflip at the end in that part from that steep bank to the. It's like
in Lincoln.
In Lincoln, yeah. Oh god, that's a funny story behind that.
That's mega.
Vaughan had claimed he wanted to frontside flip it, and I think in my interview I had frontside flipping. They put up Ben did it for himself, because back then people would claim a trick and not do it, and it's like, oh, I got a bit of shit. I don't think Vaughan was pissed off about it. It was like, I think MaGee wanted Vaughan to do that. But I ended up filming it, doing it, and like I remember the quote in the magazines, like Ben wanted to do it for himself. I just there. I think it was
shit stirring.
Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? Just
it's that rage bait. Comments.
It's like claiming it before you've even flipping tried it. It's like it's mental. Claims direct.
So you were skating for Blueprint. How long was you on the print for?
It was a few years, man. Let's say it's a bit mad. So when I filmed that part, I had my girlfriend passed away, Ruth. And my head wasn't in a very, that's why I don't have a lot of footage. I think I only got about 2 or 3 minutes on there. But it was, like I say, it's weird. I never really thought about it till sort of. I was speaking to Vaughan the other day, and like, I just because I got offered, like, cause Unabomber thing and Harry, and Frank, and Sylvester, and like he's gonna do, I don't know even how it happened. I don't even know how I left or whatever. I just went straight on. I just wanted to do Unabomber sort of thing. So yeah, sorry about that, MaGee. Do you know what I mean?
Did you have any conversations with him?
I couldn't tell you. I was 8. How old was I? I was 18, 19. Do you know what I mean? I was just a kid who was just like, offered a board. Do you know what I mean? It's can't go back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's done is
done.
done,
What's done is done. I mean, it's amazing being on Blueprint and everything, but that was always MaGee always used to say to me, "You're going to go ride for Unabomber, you are." I was like, never in my head at all, but he always used to wind me up saying it. So he probably manifested it, implanted it in my head. It's your own fault. I don't know why I'm looking at the match. Your own fault, MaGee. Big up MaGee, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't even know how that happened, how it went. Because obviously this is my first board here, and this is a Browning graphic who did all the original Unabomber, did the original graphics. So that was my first board. And I don't even know. I don't know if I... Apologies if I don't even know if I told anyone it's mental.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure no one gives a fuck. Do you know what I mean? They're probably glad to be rid of me.
Just before we go on to Bomberlow, I would like around that time when you were on Blueprint, you were on Savier shoes. Savier. Because you had I remember bumping into you. I was at Dev Green.
Because I'd moved out. Yeah, so
you were in Sheffield, and I was there with Ronny, and you rolled in, and Ronny straight away was taking the piss out of you, and you had, I might be wrong,
package day.
And he was just like, but I know Ronny sort of, I don't know, he kind of took you under his wing.
Ronny's like, and
he always meant well, with just tough loving, wasn't he?
Yeah, mate, love that man. He's
you had, I might be wrong, but you had coloured grip tape on your board, and I remember at the time thinking, he rides for Blueprint and he's got coloured grip tape on his board, and I thought it was really peculiar.
Who was it that said they were on a trip? It was Morph. They were on a trip, and Chewy and Morph were fucking around for football, and MaGee was like, "Get rid of the football." They were like, "No." They were like, "Get rid of the football," and they were like, "No." And he was like, "Let me see the football." So they passed it to MaGee, and he just booted it across.
Flipping Back to the Future.
Just like booted it.
Didn't Chewy pick up his camera bag or something and was going to fly over a fence? And he was like, this will fuck everything up if you do that.
When I think of Dev and Grovey at Dev is the kickflip to nose pick, and it is because obviously we just watched it as well, but that always comes to mind, that kickflip to nose pick. And I've been there when I lived in Sheffield. I was there with Miles, and he weren't doing nose picks, we were doing kickflip front 50s, popping, and he was like, "I'm going to flip into it for Grove."
I did good at that because Costin did kickflip backside nose pick on the S Tour there.
Yeah. That S Tour looked mega as well.
You don't get tours like that anymore. Like just hundreds of kids. Like even the Reaction Tour and all the tours that you've got, the Blueprint tours.
You had kids.
The internet has ruined tours.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't give a stuff.
They can see it.
That's
even
what I mean.
On Instagram Live or an hour later.
Yeah, well, you're missing out. The live stuff's the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Remember it in here, not on these flipping idiot things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
The idiot box.
The idiot bars. Yeah, it's just get off your phones. Like I say, the reason why I left Blueprint is because Unabomber it's just...
That was your thing from day one?
Just from being a kid, yeah. And like to get a pro board on, Unabomber, do you know what I mean? I know it wasn't like the original team sort of thing. We had that many reincarnations, Unabomber. I think the one when we did it,
I think
Harry,
your
Vaughan,
era
Frank,
was...
that video Urbane Mob, was
I think that was the last... I think that was the last good era of it, when it was you and Frank and everyone.
Yeah.
Because obviously it went on like them, my mates, it went on to like Will and Mark and everyone
like
that. And it's fine because
Eric and that and John Bell,
which is fine because things obviously grow and move on. But I when I got into skating,
obviously because before I got on that, like Lucien Clark was on Unabomber with Bernie Ray and Paul Sylvester and Connor Lynn.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Even that, up the Rebels, that's because that's when it went to Ideal, wasn't it? I think we went up to Birmingham. I think Chris,
and then it came here,
and it came back because it originally came here. And then I think, was it John Robbo, because originally, because it went through Slam, but originally it was going to be done through, I don't know all the
it
politics,
changed hands, isn't it?
It's been through so many different distributors.
See, when I got into skating like 2003 or 4, when I was like 13 or so,
You told me you started skating in 1993 this morning, you fucking...
I would have been 2 years old, you fucking...
I know, well, I did say I did say you ain't been skating.
But I remember Bomber and seeing the boards as you and Frank and everyone.
Yeah.
So when I got into it, to my knowledge, that was its first inception because that's what I saw as a kid. It's not until going back that you learn it. But
I bought one of the first boards when it came out from Exit in Leeds. So that would have been 97, 98. When did it start? 90, around then? It was the first one.
A bit early as well. It was about 97, 98, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it's when I was up there.
It might have been earlier. It might have been 96, maybe. Unipromo 97 or 98, I think.
I know jumping back and forth, but another banger in the Lost and Found part, we were watching it. You kickflip the first set, push, and then backside flip the second.
On the red brick steps. I don't know where that set of steps is.
I do what?
You kickflip the first set, do a push, then backside kickflip the second set.
So it's filmed from above, looking down, kickflip, backside flip. And
I'm sure that's Lost and Found. It's not in the Bomber vid, is it? That's Lost and Found.
No, that's in Urbane Mob.
In the Bomber, yeah.
Oh shit! Okay, well that's
another,
in
Crew. That
that's another great clip.
That's in Crew. Yeah, I remember the Supreme cap I had on because when the Supreme caps were first in fashion. Yeah, no one had them, man. I remember.
You turn up to a session in it and people would be like, oh my God, look at that
Supreme
hat.
cap.
Just
go on.
What I was getting around to talking about was the changing from Blueprint to Bomber, but at that time that was when people were riding for brands like that, because you were getting paid as well, weren't you, from Savier shoes?
I was getting paid a bit of money because Savier, it was mad because I was getting like flipping 500 quid a month or something. I think about 16.
That's what I mean. So at that time
that's crazy.
You were getting,
but then but it's mad because then that came in and it got sold to some company.
Yeah,
and I remember I had a few checks for that. So I don't know. Cause I think Savier was a bit of a testing ground for Nike.
Yeah,
because Nike they obviously consolidated and them lot ruined it for Nike the first time around, didn't they?
Yeah, it was because Savier was quite short-lived. I think the only pro model was like Tim O'Connor.
No, Tim O'Connor, Rattra had a shoe out.
Yeah.
Brad Stabber. Brad Stabber had a shoe as well. Stabber's shoe was sick. Yeah, Rattra had a tartan shoe. BA's shoe was sick. But then it just folded. I don't know what happened. And then because I remember Christian Stevenson was trying to get me on Vans for ages. I was on the black label tour that came through Sheffield.
Oh yeah, Adam Alfaro and those guys.
Flipping love Adam Alfaro. Well, I jumped on that tour, didn't I?
Yeah.
I think when I ollied that rail in Sheffield in motion, I was with the whole team: Chet Childress, Jason Adams, Ben Gilly, Grant, the filmer. Flipping Ben Gilly was going up, big driveway at Dev Green. Flipping Grant was going behind it, ollieing that whilst filming.
Fucking
his VX.
hell.
So Ben Gilly was going over, and Grant was ollieing it. Like, we watched the film was the best skater on the team. Grant was the best. Like, do you know what I mean?
Ben Gilly was gnarly, wasn't he?
Ben Gilly, yeah.
I heard, and it's probably factually incorrect. The rail that you ollied over in Sheffield, like Rowley or someone looked at that and wanted to
I've heard that.
Rowley went there, like loads of people.
But no one had done it.
No one had done it. Rowley went there. You see the footage where I did the front board down the rail and smashed into the van.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the same day. And I literally did a black label team were there and everything. And I just went, right, let's go and have it.
That's
and
such
I remember
a fucking iconic clip. I look at it every time I drive through Chef. It's mental.
I think that's one of a lot of people, always, that and the Newquay Rail.
Yeah.
But that one, I remember it because I remember what I was wearing. I had like some Freddy Krueger flipping green and striped top. And I had Eric Ellington Americas on. These Ellingtons with the EE on it. I had those on. I remember, I think it was a Sunday. I had to get the train back home.
It's incredible how you can pinpoint tricks you've done and remember the clothes you're wearing.
It's like music. You've got a tune for every point of your life. I think if you ask like a random fella, well, what did you wear on a night out 15 years ago? No idea. But because it's actually so ingrained and important, and in the footage as well, when you roll away, it's like the G-force of the bank. You see your body go back. I remember it we went there and I say the whole black label team were there, like Childress and all that, all stood at the bottom. I was just like, I was only like 16, 17. I was like, I can do this. Like someone said, oh, Rowley's been, claimed it or something. And like I say, I think he'd just been there, seen it, you know what I mean? I think he said something recently about it. Someone called him out on his, I don't know what it is. But I just like, I want to do it, you know what I mean? Did it. And like I say, I remember getting the train home, I'd work the next day. I just remember hanging on. I was like, on the train.
How many goes did it take?
So I I almost died on the first go. So Ollie did.
Of course,
So I remember some big rasta in a red Mercedes, massive chain, like proper man them, like. And he jumped out the car and was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm jumping over that." And he went, "Oh right." And he just drove up the hill. And I think he sort of sat and watched.
Yeah. It's not a rail you want to try multiple goes. It's so stupid.
I can't remember how many goes, but a lot of my stuff it's within 4 goes. You know, I think.
And if it's not in 4 goes, the T-shirt
it away a
comes
couple of times. I think I stuck it. It was like 3rd or 4th go, but you can't fuck around with stuff like that. You know,
I'd say it goes down as one of the most sort of well-known
British skateboarding clips. Yeah,
tricks done. Because no one else has stepped up to it.
And if it's not in 4 goes, he'll take his T-shirt off and do it that go. And he'll shout for Harry Bastard as well at the same...
Frank Stevens effect, mate. He's the original Terry Tough Tits. I mean, that's why I take my top off, because I used to see Frank Stevens whip his top off, mate. And that's why I used to do it. And it does work.
I can remember when we were filming in Sheffield when I lived there, and we were skating that bank rail that your nose picked, and you ate shit before, and you were like, right... T-shirt's coming off, and then
it's a psychological thing, because if you fall off, you're gonna hurt yourself even more. You know what I mean? So, I mean, sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you end up getting absolutely, you know, Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? Flipping, but the majority of the time, it does. You know,
I can remember when I moved to Sheff. You were still in Manchester, and I was like, I'm gonna drop Grove a message, see if I can go filming with Grove. I've always wanted to film with him. We're close now, and I can remember saying, I've just moved to. I think I DM'd you saying like, yeah, I've just moved to Sheffield. I live with Timmy at this address. If you're on it, come skate. The next fucking morning, bang, 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 bang at the door. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? I open it
Don't invite a vampire into your house, mate.
I open it in my little buckets, and it's just Grove, and he goes, get the fuck out of the way, I need a piss. And just storms in, and you're like...
Timmy's bike outside the front.
Yeah. And I stood there, like, you're having a piss with the door open, and I'm just like, stood there in my pants, and I'm like, I guess I filmed Ben Grove now, and that was it. That's how we met properly.
Yeah, wasn't it? Yeah.
Aside from when I said in Leicester, I was like in the street, you were managing a band, walked up the street, and I was going, Ben Grove, and you just went, your fingers just fuck off me and walked off.
That was when I was told.
He was walking
probably
like
pissed out my head.
Yeah. I said it was like the Richard Ashcroft video, walking up the street like that. I'm like, Grove. You're like glasses.
You know
on,
what? I remember what I was wearing, because I got some. I remember the night I was wearing. I was black bucket out and had some of Louis sex pants on with the love art over the lips all over. I remember that night. So when let me into the night because they thought they were tracky bottoms, and I had to go. I was feeling it, tracky bottoms. I remember that night, but I don't remember doing that to you.
I just saw you up the street like swinging, dropping the shoulders. It was fucking great. So we're going between Blueprint and Bomber. There's obviously more to talk about there, but we've obviously sidetracked. Right. So Bomber, you don't know how it came about, but it was like a brand that you'd always looked up to as a kid anyway.
I just loved it. And yeah, I could say, like, you know, that's why. But I ended up, before I got on Bomber, you were talking about Ronny Calows, and I moved to, because obviously we used to,
because you were living in Sheffield.
I moved to Sheffield when I was 18, and it was a mecca of skateboarding back then, sumo, and it was like, you know, it was, you know, it was when organic was, it was organic originally, wasn't it? Landscape, organic. Joel Curtis lived around the corner from me. I moved into an house with Daz Keep, Jamie McLaren, Joe 90.
Yeah,
I lived in that house, and
the Sheffield scene at that time was. It's so.
Oh, it was the mecca.
So it was Jerome a bit later. Baines as well.
Jerome was a young kid then. Yeah. Baines. Yeah.
Danny Beale, like all those.
They were all little kids then back then. The house, like Beale's a few years younger. You got the Sunday Tossers. I found that video yesterday. Actually, the Sunday Tossers, Elvis and another guy, R.I.P. Friendly Pete, man.
Yeah.
Sad. Too many people.
Yeah.
Elvis and who else? Yeah, Nolan. Snoop, yeah. So I got a message off Snoop the other day. He sent me a message saying, "Do you want the?" I said, "You got a copy of that for me?" So I sent me the address.
Nice.
Cover. Tops off, 28th of December. There you go. But MaGee loved that one as well, didn't he? With the blue the top off.
So you were living in Sheffield. I think
I lived in Sheffield.
You got hooked up by the watch company as well. Were you here for
loads of sponsors, but watch company. I was on Oakley.
Oh, that was it.
And I was on Oakley. Dave
were
Allen
paying
was
you
the
as well,
manager.
right?
Yeah, I was getting loads of dough. I was getting thousands off Oakley. It was good.
Yeah,
really good.
So I remember you saying to me like $2,000 a month at 18. What else are you gonna do?
Yeah, no, it was.
I always got like, because I didn't know like much around then, but from what Ronnie was saying, he was like, Grove's fucking killing it. He's getting paid lots of money from sponsors, and you were still fucking young.
I know, it's
and
crazy.
You were doing it, and you lived in Sheffield. And
well, I lived because Ronnie had on I can't remember the road, Showervale Road. He used to have a little bed sit.
Yeah.
So he'd have his at least live in his living room. He had a sofa. I remember playing Elton John. Are you ready? Are you ready for love? Little his pink vinyl, and I literally be in the shower whilst cooking his fry up because he had a shower in the kitchen, cooking a fry up, and me and him used to go corporation.
Yeah,
I think that's what I had that Blueprint advert is in. I had a big board, and I got Big Mouth Strikes Again because I think I don't know. I was always saying something wrong and offending someone, but that was when I was living with Ronnie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Ronnie, man, literally, he's flipping got a massive influence on him, man. He's flipping still having it as well, man.
Yeah.
Absolute killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big up Ronnie.
Yeah, big up Ronnie. You bastard.
I just saw it. I could see that dynamic that first time when you were there and I was with Ronnie. I knew straight away he was like, he obviously was looking out for you, but he was really fucking taking the piss.
Oh yeah, he used to get it hard, man. But
that's what he was like.
But that's what
skateboarding.
That's what it is, though. And like I say, if you can't take the shit, you know what I mean.
He did a similar thing with Kundal, but
no, I remember that actually. No, I remember
really
that.
wound Kundal.
Yeah,
up
no. I think it was tears, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I've done a few trips to Kundal. I did Kundal.
Yeah.
In a while, mate. It'll be good.
So when you were living in Sheffield with that full Unabomber, you were fully on the team filming.
Well, no,
I was on Blueprint.
I was on Blueprint.
Still on Blueprint.
I was on Blueprint. I ended up going on Bomber just after. It was literally, like I say, just after Lost and Found come out, I think.
Yeah.
And I think was it. Yeah, it must have been. And then, because obviously I remember that Lost and Found come out, and then whatever happened, however I ended up on Bomber, we started having team announcers like Scott Whitaker, Tom Watts, myself, Harry, Frank, obviously his team manager. But every Saturday we'd go out filming, whatever city it was. And like I say, we smashed that video out in 6 months. I was filming. I had a VX. I filmed a lot of that video. Do you know what I mean? First thing I ever did, I think I sold my lens to James Cruikshank.
Yeah.
Started his career off in filming. Look what he's doing now. Don't know why I keep looking at this mic. Right? How you doing?
So you were filming it as well behind the camera?
I filmed a lot of it, yeah.
Oh, amazing.
It, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned, I sold my lens because I had the Mark 1, lens. I sold that lens, I was skint, and I went to Sheffield and I sold it to Cruikshank.
Yeah.
And he's obviously smashing it now, the filming, isn't he? He's big.
I'm gutted I sold mine. I wish I just kept that VX.
I mean, I've had a couple. I
didn't use it for a while, and I was like, I'm just going to sell this.
You said it was under your bed, weren't it?
It was under my bed when I first moved to Derby. It was under there.
The thing is, I look back at all that stuff, and I think of so many items I've had, and I think, fuck, why did I sell that? It's like jackets or bucket hats that I've lost out on the piss. I love that jacket, and I see it in videos. An old indie shirt I used to wear. It's in the video I filmed with Rye because I was Baghead Flats.
Yeah.
That's one with I filmed that with Rye, and I was looking at some of the flipping clothes I had in those parts. I wish I had that shirt still. Do you know what I mean? It's like a tune for every single point in your life. You can pinpoint back to that moment, whatever tune it is, and go, oh yeah, that's a memory.
Yeah.
And yeah, going off again here, aren't we?
No, it's all good though.
So you filmed a lot of that video?
I filmed a lot of it. Yeah. I filmed a lot of Frank's stuff, Frank's section, which I think is one of Frank's best parts. That video part, I think the whole video is incredible. Like Scott, Tom Watts, you whack that video part on today, and that video will still everything was first, second go, kick your front board down the ponds, down the Park Hill Flats rail, kick your crooks down rails, kick crooks down the Milton Keynes rail, first, second go, flip back 50. Everything was like first, second go. Silent Assassin, I remember when I first met him, there was a pint and he had some vodka, and I was like, go on, Tom. Just looking at that, pours this full bottle of vodka into a pint pot and just goes, and just looks at me and just necks it all, and then Mr. Hyde pops out, Mr. Do you know what I mean? Like, total different, you know what I mean? Like, he's, man, Silent Assassin when he's not, but big up Tom,
I
man.
heard he didn't eat all day, and then he'd skate all day and then just eat one meal in the evening.
Yeah.
Like,
that's pretty much what I do now, man.
I don't know how you do
that.
I
I don't eat that much.
To be fair, I used to do that when I used to smoke.
Yeah. What? No brekkie in the morning.
No,
just
fuck it. No,
no.
Nutters.
Just have a meal at like 5 o'clock, right?
Well, if you look at stuff like that about eating though, man, like it's supermarkets and the Rothschilds who brought all that stuff in. It's the most important meal of the day. Have your cereals and all that. We were hunter gatherers at the end of the day, and you wouldn't eat for a few days. You know what I mean? Like obviously not now, but yeah. Anyway, it's different subjects in it, but you know what I mean. Like it's
it's the it's like the modernisation of
that's what I'm saying. It's just
marketing, isn't it?
Marketing. Yeah.
It's the same with Easter.
Breakfast is the
Valentine's
sort of
Day,
crap. Yeah, exactly.
Father's Day,
yeah.
Mother's Day.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all strategically placed throughout the year to get you back into shops to spend money.
Christmas is over, Easter eggs, fuck off, all
Valentine's
that stuff.
Day,
Do you know what I mean? Like,
So
chocolate's not even chocolate anymore. It's all chemicals.
It's all lab grown. Like, I've seen Galaxy caramels. They're trying to make that all lab grown. And the first thing, as soon as I saw,
lab grow the cocoa?
They're trying to get rid of the cocoa out of it.
No, because the cocoa's it's all everything's processed food, man. It's just all chemicals, and they'll hide behind different wordage and all that. Anyway. That's a proper David Icke flipping conversation.
So before we get back onto Bomber, because I want to talk about Harry Bastard and all of those and where that, staying with Bomber and what you did there, let's talk about the Ollie over the rail in Cornwall, because that's also another
Newquay
clip.
Rail.
That's obviously also another clip that like still gets mentioned to this day. What? Because there was a lot of people there. What went on? Did you say, was it you that told me, or someone told me that you were looking at that rail recently and someone went Ben Grove ollied it? And you were like, I am.
I was out. I think it was last Boardmasters last year, and I can't remember what the bar's down the road. I was just walking up. I was going to meet someone. I was walking up the stairs, and some guy just went, "No way, it's Ben Grove."
Oh shit!
I was just telling, "No way, look, his missus like, come here, quick, get a photo." No way, he was from up north somewhere, and he's like, "Can I get a photo of you? We're just talking about you." I was like, "Yeah, I just live here. I'm on the bench." It's like, And but a lot of people say
because I went to check it out.
I remember Pete Rigby first tried that in 2003.
He was an animal.
He was an animal because we used to skate with him up at Bolton Bones.
Yeah,
Rigby was sick because I think he was on Kill City and everything.
Yeah,
and he tried it, and then I think was it 2007 I did it. So it's like 4 years later, and I think because I know it was the end of the Vans tour.
Yeah,
on the Are We There Yet tour, and that was the last stop.
Oh, okay,
but I think Ollie Timon had tried it just before that tour had started.
Right.
And I think who else had tried it? Frank Stevens had tried it the year before, where Frank does his old run and jump over it without flipping with the board, which I think is lunatic tackle. Because
Rashid does the same thing.
Yeah,
Rashid jumps off the height of it.
See, I could do that, run and jump, and you got to, if you land backwards, run out of it, but running and jumping straight, that's just mental, mate. Anyway. So like loads of people tried it. Do you know what I mean? Frank, and I'd not been to bed for about 2 or 3 days. I think I'd been staying in the villa at the Headland Hotel, the Witches Hotel. And Boss from Oakley, Jez, like he was like, Ben, we're gonna head down to do the rail, and I was flipping pissed out of my head. I've been partying all weekend, and it's like, right. Go and have it, because I've been, and just turned up and got there, flipping hundreds of people there. You had to run across the road, and it's sketchy, man. There's like cobbles, and you got a big crowd.
The whole street is filled with people.
But literally, I show up to the show down to show off to the crowd. There's a Shotty Horror quote that, but big up Shotty.
Is he still rapping, Shotty Horror?
Yeah, Shotty, man. He's just done a new thing I've seen. But yeah, that's what I say. That's where I get that from. I show up to the show down to show off to the crowd. But I think I tried it. I think I'd had a couple of goes at it. I think I landed it, and then I think Ramers tried to melon it afterwards. I think John Bella tried it as well.
Right.
Yeah, but I think Ramers, like I say, he tried to melon it after me, or in between me trying it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was gnarly. I think he was well high up the melon and then just stuck in. I think he hurt his shoulder. Yeah, I finally done it, man. Got a bit of money in my pocket, and then I don't remember anything. I just remember I woke up the next morning, and apparently I was screaming in some dude's face, like the guy who owns this bar we're staying at, and Andy Scott, the bastard. Flipping, I don't remember any of this because I was still leathered. I've gone up to stand up, and my feet were around a table. But he tied my shoelaces around this table, so I've got to stand up, and this whole table's collapsed on me. And I don't remember. I've woke up in a pissed, rage and all that. And then I've come out of it and gone, and they're just all laughing at me. And this dude was going to kill me. This unit, this dude, like pinning me on the floor. I was like, what's happening? He come round like, oh, whoa, whoa. But yeah, so after that's a total, yeah, that's the Newquay Rail. But yeah, there's my fucking rail.
Has anyone done the rail since?
No.
I think a few people tried to ollie it.
I think the only thing...
It's probably better than it ever has been. The run-up's pretty bad now, but the road's nice and smooth now. When I did it, the road was rough as fuck.
I think the only person that's done something you've done was Manad did the Ollie in Sheffield.
Yeah, Manad, yeah. He did a nollie heel before.
And he's like, I'm going to do it for Grove. And you're like...
He took a gnarly slam on that, though, didn't he?
Yeah.
He really hurt himself, didn't he, Manad?
Yeah.
He does it, but the slam afterwards, because it's that steep, he went from the top and went straight onto his... Yeah. Big up Manad, man. He's the only one who stepped up to that. Nollie heel, so he's one-upped me, but I did it first. I don't know why I keep turning around to this mic. My mate, put some eyes on it.
Bring it down a little bit.
I've got some googly eyes.
We should do some googly eyes.
I've got some at home.
Hang on a minute, Toby. We need to talk about this episode's show sponsor, and it is School Candy. If you're travelling or just trying to zone out a bit of noise, School Candy, you've got you covered.
The Crusher ANC2 headphones are wild. You get Crusher bass, you can literally feel active noise cancelling and up to 60 hours of battery.
And if you want something smaller, I'd recommend checking out the Method 360 ANC, powered by Bose Sound. So the audio quality is amazing, the ANC is incredible, and the bass is ridiculous. Not only that, but School Candy also do incredible colours and designs, much better than your typical tech company.
Use the code BrainDrain20 for 20% off your order at skullcandy.co.uk. Now back to the show.
Toby?
Back to the show.
Back to the show.
I said it. It's back to the show.
Back to the show now.
Back to the show.
Speaking of like gnarly slams, was it on Hall of Meat? You know, the one where you did the diagonal over the stair set.
Oh, we were watching that earlier.
I can remember seeing that.
We were watching it
It
earlier.
wasn't a Hall of Meat. If you look at it, it's he does a fake one, and I still don't know why to this day he did the fake one, Isaac. But he should have sent it into Thrasher because there's a belting slam that.
Yeah,
I never knew if it actually was or not.
I couldn't walk for a week because I hyperextended this leg and I literally kicked myself in the head.
Yeah, I can remember seeing it when I was...
That slam, mate. Like, literally, all this groin here, that makes me feel pain. I don't
want to laugh at it. But
mate, laugh at it because it's an
But we watched it earlier, but you hit the floor with such
It's how you just like jump, it just dumps you straight on your head.
Your back and your legs are all on the floor.
I kicked the floor. I kicked the floor. Like, and I literally...
It looks like
I got
your elbows
pink jury's, jury... yeah. He's like, you all right? I'm like, and I'd get up and stand up. And I remember, like, big walk back to Store Street where I was living at the time, and I was on the sofa for about 2 weeks. I couldn't.
Your whole body goes flat. Everything.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's bad.
I almost did that though. The go before I landed because I just ollied onto it.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I just went to ollie for some. I
Almost
almost did it.
Just hangs, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just
I
hangs.
should have just done it. I almost did that. It's gnarly that spot.
What was
gutted?
What was that going towards, that footage? What were you filming for? Because you were living in Manchester at that time.
The majority of the time. It was just filming with Isaac.
Yeah.
Isaac Wilkinson, I think he's second years. He lives out in... He's a bike rider now. He's flipping...
Yeah.
He still films and all that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. So you lived...
bikes.
So you was in Sheffield, and then how long was you in Sheffield for?
I was in Sheffield from 18 till I was 21, so it's 3 years. Banging years, man.
Yeah, I did the same thing, about 3 years.
Amazing, man.
Yeah.
I'm not going to those stories, though. But yeah, some good years at the corporation. But then I moved back, and then... Obviously, like that's when I started. Moved to Manchester, and I started skating with Eddie Belvedere. Like, because me and Eddie, like I've known Eddie since the Bolton days.
Yeah,
I remember meeting Eddie like on the vert ramp. You know, the vert ramp at the old Bolton. And it's like he was trying to nose money crossing. That's when I first met him. And like he's proper like his crew cut haircut, man. He's judo champion, Eddie, isn't he? So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Eddie's like a British champion, wasn't he? British judo champion, Ed. Big up heads, man. But yeah, me and Eddie skated a lot. So when I moved back to Manchester, I was living in Moss Side near the Leisure Centre, and that's when me and Eddie were just having crazy missions, you know, like because I was obviously he was on Karma and that, and he was off around the country with Avi and Amir and all those guys and Joe Nobes and blah blah blah, and yeah, so me and Eddie started going out. We'd go out for pissed out of our heads. We're going out filming in the early hours in the morning, just, you know.
I'd like to get Eddie on the show, and then I'm obviously a good friend and big fan of Chris Avi as well, because he's like ultimate weirdo skating, and I'd love to, because when Eddie was skating with him, that was like Avi at his peak, like every man.
I remember when you used to go to Bolton Bones, man, like Avi, man, he's just incredible. Who's this guy? Because he was in the Bolton team for that PlayStation comp.
Yeah,
because he had all the teams from each skate park, and he used to do some mad stuff. Like it's quite, when you're a kid, man, quite intimidating. Like, you know, like all the older guys. Like Avi was just doing mad stuff that he'd never seen before.
His balance on a board is incredible.
Like going up to kickflip to pivots, you know, like.
He's a full magician, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a wizard Harry. Like. It just blew my mind. Like, I've never seen anyone, like, no one skates like him. Like,
no.
Just, you know what I mean? Like,
and he's still on it to this day. You'll see him skating like the roughest spots on his own, and he's like, he always says to me, he's like, not bad for nearly 50.
Yeah, exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
And this video, like, you know, have it, that video, man, with all Eddie's footage. I mean, I don't know if you did the story, going back to the Blueprint days, I know, you know, about the Milton Keynes double set. You know, Ollie, the Milton Keynes double set, the Pritchard double set.
Yeah.
Well, that's because obviously I mentioned Joe Nobes.
Yeah.
And that's a funny story, because I remember we had generators and all that. And like, I was going to go there. I think I was going to try and back 180 him. That was the plan, because I think obviously Pritch did him.
Yeah.
Rodney Clark. Josh Casper did him.
Yeah.
And then I think I did him. I think it was Pritch, Rodney, Josh Casper, and then I did him. But on that night when we had the generators out, like, I was hacking it, like, flipping to do it, and I flipping smashed my head so hard off the floor. And then out of the flipping darkness, like, flipping Joe Nobes flies out of nowhere and just ollies him. He didn't land it, and everyone was like, MaGee was like, you know, we got our generators out and all that, and like MaGee was seething. Everyone was like, who the fuck's this guy? And I was just like, sick. So that amped me up to get up and do it. So I got up and I nailed the ollie, but I had a big flipping big thing on my head. But as we got in the van and packed up all the lights, you just see Joe Nobes like lands it in proper ball bags, like the ball bags that's all driving off. And I was like, sick, but like everyone thought there was gonna be a big beef for me and Joe. And like Joe, to be fair to him, man, like we went to the Livy Fun Day. Yeah. That was like a few days later, and I'd gone up. I can't remember who I'd gone up with. I think I'd gone up with the Liverpool lot, and I went up with Silent Will. Right. And I think I can't remember who else we went. I went up with Silent Will and someone else. But Joe Nobes come up to me with a load of beer and went, sorry about that. I was like, no, I don't give a fuck, man. Fucking made me do it. Do you know what I mean? Sick, you did it. You know, that's how, you know, sort of me and Joe Nobes sort of met. It was just funny. Just it come out the darkness as we were driving off. And MaGee set all the, you know what I mean? Like, it was it's funny that, man. He was seething though, man. MaGee wasn't happy. Like, generators. Like, you know what I mean?
Joe Nobes had a really good back three.
Did he?
He taught me as to it, yeah. Like,
I seen a photo of him last night. He's like a lumberjack now, isn't he?
Yeah.
I spoke to him like on Instagram recently. Big up, Joe.
Yeah,
I remember coming up to me at Livy, man.
That's nice.
Stellars, man. No, I was like, respect.
Yeah.
That's a respect thing, isn't it, man? Do you know what I mean? Like, you know. So when you've been a dick, the amount of times I've been a dickhead, you know, on a night out and had to go and apologise the next day, not many people do that.
No, you're right.
They don't have the balls to say it, they just disappear. It takes a man to go, I was a knobhead, cheers for breaking me nose, I deserved it.
Yeah.
So we do it tomorrow as well. You know what I mean? Like, you know, but, you know, if you give me a dick, flipping put your hands up and say sorry. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But if you give me a dick and fuck off, you are a dick.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You're taking note of this, yeah?
I'm taking loads of notes, yeah.
When next time you're a dick.
You put like a swearing advisor on here, because I bet I can be the most swearing person on the show. So I want to be.
We were talking about the bail, but it was kind of leaning back into moving to Manchester and what was going on there.
Yeah, so you lived in Sheffield 18 to 21, then moved back to Manchester.
Yeah.
What inspired the move going to Manny and leaving Chef?
Completed skateboarding in Sheffield.
Yeah, sort of. I suppose just sort of just wanted to, I don't know.
Get away from the corporation.
Yeah, get away from corporation change. I mean, like I say, Sheffield was going off then, but it was going a bit stagnant, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I think moved back to Manchester, moved into, you know, city centre and Moss Side, and just street skating there is just mint. I was like skating with Eddie, you know, like Joe, filming. Oh no, that's what it was. Because I'd been filming for Pusherman for Sean Lomaxs.
Yeah. I was going to ask about that.
That Pusherman, like that video should have been finished ages ago. That video went for years. So when I moved back, I pretty much filmed I say it's one of the proudest parts, Pusherman. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's an incredible
some of the
video.
shit I've done, some of the techie stuff I've done. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, so I went back. So that was supposed to be done and dusted because I'd filmed a lot, but then me and Sean just went out because it just kept getting put back. I don't know how many years it took. It was about 3 or 4 years for that Pusherman to come out. But like, no, I'm really proud of that. So it's just street skating in Manchester was just a lot different from Sheffield.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's, you know, and that's, yeah, when I just sort of, you know, fully into the Manchester scene, then, you know, like, obviously always been in and around it. But from then to us, what's that, 2000 and, fucking hell, what years we're talking now? It's 2000 and...
It's hard, isn't it? Because you've been at it for a long time.
Yeah.
So pinning down the changes and stuff.
So 2006 till 2009, I think.
Yeah.
And then obviously that's when Pusherman and that came out, I think. I'm really bad with the time scale, but...
Yeah.
Can we, I really want to get into this period of your sponsorship. Let's talk about Supra, because obviously getting to travel with...
Well, I was on that. I was on the Vans. Like, say after the Savier thing, I was on Vans for time, and like that was, you know, I was on Vans for nearly 15 years, I think.
Were you getting paid from Vans as well?
Yeah,
oh.
Yeah, because Christian Stevens. I was on that Black Label tour and went to Bolton because I jumped on the bus and went round to every demo, and Christian Stevenson asked me to ride for Vans. I was on Savier, and then like Savier, you know, went, and I just rang him up. I was like, "Can I get on?" And like, I was like, "How much you paying?" And I was just like, it sorted me out, so I started getting paid for Vans. And like, I was on Vans, yeah, it was well over 10, 15 years I was on Vans, I think.
Yeah.
And obviously that's 6, I was doing all the comps, like Skating and Wayne, right? I think I had like, I filmed for the European video, the Vans Euro video they did, you know, Ross McGann, Chris Varler on it, and Flo Marfang, and all those dudes. You know, do you remember it? Like, they had different eras, like Ross was like the set, you know what I mean? Like, Thomas Vintner was on it, do you know what I mean? I've seen him on, I was watching the... Tamperam the other day. I hadn't seen Thomas Vintner for time. He was just in the crowd, and who else was there? You know, all those dudes were on it. Just doing all the comp stuff, basically. You know, with Vans and that. It's a lot of, you know, you went on to do all the comps, but yeah, cause there's a lot of tours and that. But then the Supra thing happened. That's got to be about 2011, maybe. I think it's when the whole team was over. Ben Bodilly got in touch with me, and he asked me, because I lived in a flat in Blakely in North Manchester, and it's like a penthouse flat, like these flats in Lakeside Rise. Sounds mint, but it's like they're saying you can't polish a tub, but you can roll it in glitter. It's in the ghettoist area. I mean, amazing views of Manchester, but I basically had to look after Ollie Boulala for you know, he come and stayed with me because he got there early. So it was about 2 or 3 days I had Boulala staying with me. And
did you know him previous to that?
I met him a couple of times, but like not really. Do you know what I mean? Like, we knew of each other, but like sort of, you know, became good, you know, good friends in a short space of time on that tour.
Yeah.
And yeah, I looked after Ali because he couldn't skate because obviously just after he'd come back from Australia and all that sort of stuff, his hips fucked, so we were just getting levered. But then the whole team turned up, so we went to the hotel. So I met Lizard and like I think Lizard, Penny,
Musker,
Matt Mumford. It's the guy Spencer Hamilton, Terry Kennedy, Stevie Williams. It was the guy who was on Death Wish, the Mexican guy. Furby. Neem Williams. But yeah, so that was in the Manchester thing. And I think Horsey was on the tour, because I think he was on Supra as well. But I was on Vans still at that point. And I ended up doing the demos and like that, and you know, flipping Musker's flipping, you know, shouting my name on the mic and all that, which is just like childhood hero tackling it, man. The Musker's, you know, bigging me up, and I ended up going down to London, and they all went to skate Wolverhampton, and I got a lift with Bo Dilly in the car. I've gutted. I should have gone. It's not nothing against Bo Dilly in the car, but they all went into session that Spotting Wolves with the free block.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It's in Wolverhampton, isn't it?
It's like the Civic or something.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and I missed out on that session, but I went down to the hotel, and like Bo Dilly dropped me off, and like I went to this hotel room. He's giving me some hotel room. Like knocked on the door, and I was like, "Fucking hell, it's Eric Ellington." But like Ellington, I didn't realise how big he was. It's like stood there, and like. He was with Louis Slater. Louis was in the room with him.
Yeah.
And we ended up, I think, meeting those guys. And then me and the next day we had to go to Ladbroke Grove. My friend, mate Johnny Brown from the band called Twisted Wheel. Because I'd like, so when I was going through my top button phase, top button crew, mod shirts and all that, I had this tailor-made shirt that I took down with me. So they were playing in Brixton. So I was like carrying this like shirt and a coat hanger around all day with me. And Greco was like, take me to a guitar shop. It was around London near Slam. So I went round with me and Boulala and Greco walking around guitar shops. So I was just like with Greco, like, oh my God. And he's just there like, I think he's Johnny Thunders, like flipping. He was just playing all the Johnny Thunders stuff and like all the Ramones stuff. And I was just with Ali, like I was just getting more and more pissed. So I regret this a bit. But like, it was sick being with them. But then I went to do the demo at Ladbroke Grove and I was absolutely obliterated. I remember like, there's a big like A-frame. I was doing front board across it, kicky front board, a big, quite gnarly. But I took a real bad slam, dead leg, like the worst dead leg. And yeah, I sort of think, fuck man, if I only got pissed up. Because normally, like, if you skate and drink, it's all right. But if you drink and then you try and jump on a board,
it don't work.
But if you drink and drive, you're fine. Well, I don't drink anymore, so it doesn't matter. But
what a quote.
But you drink and drive, you're fine. But if if you drink and then you try and jump on board, Harry Bastard taught me that because I don't remember when he broke his elbow and all that. He always said, "Don't flipping drink all day and then flipping try and jump on a board. It's not going to end well." I always remembered that. Well, not that time. Do you know what I mean? But majority of the time, I think some of the best stuff I've done, I've been off my tits. Do you know what I mean? And, but that day I wish I hadn't because, I could have done that demo. It was like with Grex and Stevie and all them lot.
Was this when Greco was sober or was he?
No, he's sober, Greco. Yeah. No, Greco had been sober for years. But that's how I sort of, because I still wasn't on Supra at that point. But then at the end of that tour when they released the DVD, I actually found the DVD yesterday. I said I was cleaning out the garage with my mum. Found all the DVD and I'm on that DVD, quite a lot of footage of me on there and like, I remember getting back and like then Vaughan, because Vaughan went on that tour, but then Vaughan got the job as team manager for Supra. So I was like, and then like Vaughan rang us up, you're on the team, man. I was like, stoked. So I had to ring up Powley. I was like, I'm really sorry, Powley, man, but this is like, I've been on Vans for a long time.
Yeah. And was that a paid thing on Supra as well? Sorry? Was that paid as well on Supra?
Yeah. It was paid on Supra. It's a bit sort of like I'm gutted, but like I sort of had a collab shoe that was being mocked up for Vans as well at the time.
Oh shit!
With Nick Street and that, and like it's the closest I ever got to. It'd been an insole in a shoe or whatever, but it was worth it, man, to be skating with all my heroes, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, like you just said to me when I was a 14-year-old kid, you're going to be flipping skating with Musker, Penny, Stevie Williams, Matt Mumford, and all these. It's dream tattoo. I've got goosebumps now. You can't see that, so it's a cover-up tattoo, but goosebumps, man.
How was Stevie Williams on that?
Stevie was quite chilled, man.
Yeah.
I didn't really speak to him much. I was like, sort of like me, Lizard, Neen Williams. Like I remember like Neen, Lizard, and all those guys. I was living in Moss Side. This guy called Bick, and we all drove around the house and all hanging out the car. Driving around. I was like, lads, you can't act like that. Shouting out the window around Moss Side and all that. Do you know what I mean? Like, Bick sort of put them in their place. You can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's Neen and all them, because they're all like proper party dudes then. Do you know what I mean? Like, Ali was like full. We were all full on revs, as Div would say. Revs, man. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I've just got to say, I miss one person, but bless I miss you, Dougie.
Yeah.
Dougie, man. R.I.P. and Cat.
Yeah.
I was just there's a lot of dead people who spoke today, but miss has popped into me because I spoke about Div. Love you, brother. I don't know why I keep speaking to this mic, but this is Div. You draw a little ginger beard on it.
Maybe we should get that. Get the googly eyes on it.
Can you not just attach a little ginger beard here and
the Div mic.
But yeah, I'm going off track here, but yeah, it ended up
getting on Supra.
Yeah. And yeah, it's for a fair few years, man. I was doing that.
Their team was like peak at that point as well when you got on, like all the superstars were on it.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
So did a couple, because then obviously Lucian got on.
Yeah.
Lucian had his shoe. Lucian was on there. I think that Nick Tucker was on there, and who else was on there? And then it's mad how it totally like just sort of disappeared.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
just
It stopped.
went pretty quick, didn't it?
It stopped, and then that tour in 2019. So I was ringing up, and Mum's like, "Mum, it's back on. It's back on." Do you know what I mean? She's like, "Flipping it," you know, like I'm going away. Like I got
that was the tour that I talked to people about because I was living in Sheffield at the time, and you called me up and you were like, "Come skate, Manny. We're gonna go skate." And I was like, "All right, yeah, I'll come meet you."
Over in Denver.
And it was like me and Denny and Jazz. We like got the train. We're like,
I didn't tell you about.
We're just gonna go skate with Grove. And I was like, got to notice them, and I was like, "Where you at?" We were like, "Mate, we're just round the corner. Come round here." And I turned the corner, and there's you, Penny, Musker, Clint, Sasha Daly.
Oh yeah,
Lizard
that's when I
King.
first met Sasha.
And I think
Daly.
I went up to you and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing here, mate?" Like, he was just like, "Just come skate, Manny." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm off." And then it ended up, I think it was like 2 or 3 days we were like skating with those guys.
Well, that's because I met Mario, the team manager, and then,
it was pretty unreal. Like Cameron was there filming that.
Yeah,
Cam
Cam,
Holland.
with Speed Bump.
Yeah.
Speed Bump.
He's fucking sick, he is. I saw him last year in LA.
Oh, I mean, he messaged me the other day actually. He said,
I was at like
good lad,
I was at like a anniversary party
Speed
and I
Bump.
saw him and I was
Why is
like,
it called Speed Bump?
Speed Bump. Because Harry Lintle gave him a speed bump when he thought it was another bump, but it was speed. So it sort of stuck with him. So like speed bump. So that was it. The whole tour. Just like we even went to because obviously like ended up. Mario asked me, he's like, "You got a passport?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Do you want to come on the rest of the tour?" I was like, "Fuck yeah."
So I remember you telling me because we thought it was just going to be that England.
No, that's what I mean. Like we went to Manchester. Like right, coming to London and like bring your passport, and then I ended up going on like the rest of the tour. We went to Krakow, Poland, went to Prague, Paris. Where's the other place? We drove from Prague to what's it called, man? It was amazing. They'd never had these places we went to. Never had tours like. Do you know what I mean? Krakow never had a tour like it, man. Where did we go? I can't think what it's called. It's got the big dam. Slovakia, Slovakia, and we turned up there like. And it was like we had security guards, man. Like I had to cut a red ribbon with a penny to open this park. I've still got the ribbon. Like I've got to cut a bit of the ribbon off. I keep all that stuff.
Yeah.
Got a Chernobyl shot glass, I called it.
Yeah.
Because it's like we're in Prague. It's got nothing to do with Chernobyl. But
Yeah, I was gonna say,
everyone was just calling it the Chernobyl shot glass, and everyone just came and gave it to me. I was just basically the wreckhead who just got come on, the pisshead who could have it on skating, and also just like like I was loving it.
Because didn't you go to like a festival on that trip? Because I'm sure you.
That was the Slovakia. We opened the festival. Me and Musker and Penny opened the festival, opened the park with snip the ribbon.
Well, proper cut the ribbon for the festival.
The skate park with the mayor. I was passed out. I didn't meet the mayor. They all went to the mayor's office, but I was passed out. They couldn't wake me up. But we went to an underground dam with the mayor and everything, and I drank this like water. And everyone's just like, can't believe we just drank that, it's just like, it's pretty disgusting, like lead pipes and all that sort of stuff. I'll drink it.
So I can remember waking up one day, I think you sent me an iMessage and it was like a video and you were like, Forde, I'm at this festival, and you turned it and like Lizard King was there and everything, and it was all like mental lights and I was just like, have a good trip, mate.
Oh, Clint Walker as well.
Yeah.
So I met Clint Walker. Clint was, man.
Leo was shooting photos.
Yeah.
And then Cam was filming it, and I kind of just was like, "Oh, can I jump in on this?" He was like, "Yeah, do whatever you want." So I was like,
because I think there was like 2011, 2010, 2011, 2013, 2015.
Yeah.
So I've been on 5 super tours with all those guys, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty mental, man. Like,
it was incredible.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It was incredible seeing Penny's routine of like trick, smoke, trick, smoke, trick. That was like his routine.
Evening weed and his morning weed.
It was just that was it. Every time we do a trick, he'd just like roll one up and then do another trick, roll one up, do another trick.
Yeah.
And then I can remember I came to meet you in the hotel in Manchester the next morning, and everyone was like, "Where's Penny?" Like, and I think me and you looked over the balcony and just seeing him walk into Urbis.
Yeah.
But he was just doing the penny walk. He was just like.
Yeah, he just.
And we just went and chased him. He just went to look at Urbis, and he was like, "Yo, fucking
that's like that. What a time!
Dude, it blows my mind just to say, I
don't think there's been any tours or anything like that since.
No, that was the last big tour, man. That was.
Yeah.
I can't think of any like that got numbers like that.
No.
Yeah, that's mad.
There's the Rockstar tour, isn't it? It's like Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Guns N' Roses Metallica. It's like every, Wu-Tang flipping every.
Kids don't really get that. If there was superstars coming through, I reckon it'd be kind of hard to.
I think that thing's sort of gone now. Like you're saying about all the old tours, it doesn't happen anymore.
No.
I would say, even like with the British tours back in the day, they'd be hammered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just, let's bring it back.
So what happened with Supra then? It just
after that tour, like, because Mario, I was just like, I thought, yo, man, I'm fucking going out to the States and everything, man. I'm going to be getting a fucking shoe. You know what I mean? I'm just talking shit. But like, I thought, sick, man. Like, I got a link in America now and all that. And then I got a phone call off Mario one day. He's like, it's done. I said, what do you mean? He's like, send me your address and like, I'll send you a massive. He sent me shit like box as big as this space here, and they just folded. I don't know what happens. It's like
because it seemed to be doing well.
That's what I mean. Yeah, but it's the company that bought it.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? I don't know because I remember Musker being like, because I remember on that trip we had 8 hours from Prague to Slovakia, and Musker he was doing the 9 Club when he finished this. But I sat with Musker and listened. I listened to the 9 Club before anyone because he literally told all the same stuff. How short he started. And I was just like, when that 9 Club came out, I was like, I know what he's. You know what I mean? I know. I'd sat with him for like 8 hours, and he told me everything about how he started shorties with the girl and just everything. Man, I was like, I don't even need to watch this episode. Like, but it was like he wasn't. It wasn't too happy like how it was like every day was a demo. He didn't, a lot of the dudes in the scene didn't like it. It's just like, no, man, you're out there, all these guys are battering themselves. You need a day off. You need a couple of days off, sightseeing, go see this. And it really, and I don't know the company who owns, I don't know who's doing it, but a lot of people, we were sort of like forced to skate every day, battering ourselves. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, Musker Penny and Ellington, all those sort of dudes like there. I'm not sure if Ellington was on that last tour, actually.
He weren't on the 29th. I would have remembered that because Ellington was one of my favourites.
No, Ellington wasn't. No, there's the 2015 Ellington was there. He must have left. So I think it was Musker Penny. Well, anyway, regardless, but yeah, they weren't happy how it was just demo every day.
Yeah,
because the company like skimped. They want to do it as quickly as possible.
I think the 2015 demo was the one that Rob Smith spoke about, where you did the demo at the pump cage.
Well, that was the first demo because that was when
and he got on, didn't he?
Yeah, because it's the same as me because I got all the tricks on, and then Rob.
So was that 2011? That one?
I think it might be 2010. I think it's 2010, 2011 or 2010. One of them years.
Yeah,
but yeah, because Rob did that pull in, and everyone was going PUMF. Like
he got Musket set, and he's like PUMF for life.
And Greco and Lizard, but yeah, it's just like. It was sick, and then it just came to just an abrupt end.
I think from what I knew about it, Supra ran out of money, and then somebody's bought it since.
And then didn't realise how much money they need to, Yeah. And then I think a lot of the riders must have gone over it. I don't know.
This is after they just pulled out skating entirely.
Is that what happened?
Supra is still a brand out there somewhere, but it's like it's like a licensing now. So it's
right.
I think.
So it's out in different countries somewhere.
It's just like a random shoe brand that you'll see in a random shop somewhere.
Sad, because I say they're amazing, really good shoes, but nothing lasts forever, eh?
But I mean, great time for you. Like, what a crew to be around.
Childhood dreams, mate.
Yeah, you know
childhood dreams, man. It's
completed it.
Yeah, too right. Not many. Skated with all my heroes, man. It's, pissed off all my heroes. It's brilliant.
Did you butt heads with anyone on the Supra tours? That's
no.
why I asked you about Stevie, because I've heard he's a bit kind of
because Steve, I didn't really, like I say, there was that many of us there. It was like fucking 25 of us. Do you know what I mean? It was like family different vans. So you had Stevie's, van, and then you had like me, Lizard, Neen, and Spencer Hamilton sort of floated in between, because even Spencer's just like, he's hard nut to crack. Do you know what I mean? But he actually got on. He's like, Grove, you're actually all right, man. I won't say what else he said. Do you know what I mean? But like, I do a lot of people's heads in, but I think I get away with it. Do you know what I mean?
You're a likeable dude, aren't you? Like,
I think it'll be good to big up Note and talk about them, and they've got to be one of the only shops that have released that.
Yeah, and talk about those boys maybe.
And that, like, the amount of videos they've done, and Joe Gavin's importance to the Manchester scene.
Noteboard designed by Nev.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which I'm pointing it at. Can you see that okay?
Yeah. Shout out to the fisheye, that one there.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. So
yeah,
you can get
designed
some
by Nev, and yeah, I think I'm the only person to have a pro board now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty privileged.
Yeah.
I think it's when I flew back from Sheffield, Manchester, and I said splodge, like it's got to be around 2011ish. 2011ish maybe 12. I don't know. But yeah, Nev designed it, and like champagne Supergova in it, champagne bottles.
Of
That's
course.
what it says on the tin. But that's one of my favourite graphics. That one.
It's a good one, isn't it? Works well on the board.
Yeah, and this one's like blows my mind. Like this one's obviously vinegar. Everyone knows I love vinegar.
Can we just talk about the vinegar thing first? Like, so where did that thing with it where did the fascination,
It's not fascinating. It's just
drinking vinegar?
My mum, like, so I think I was born with it. My mum has vinegar and everything. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just genetic, I think. You know what I mean? Like, I just love vinegar.
Yeah.
Like my little girl, Grace.
She the same?
Oh, she loves vinegar. Dip, 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 dip. It's 4 loads of vinegar on a tray. Dip, dip.
Because what video is it where you down a bottle in the
Urbane
intro?
Mob.
Yeah.
Urbane Mob, yeah.
Could you still down a bottle now?
No, doubt it, man. No. No.
It's pretty full on stuff, vinegar, isn't it? But...
I like vinegar, man, but I think well, I probably could. Just I don't know. Yeah. Do you want to give it a go? Got any vinegar? But this one, let's say I hate it because I flipping hate when people say Groves, but this, it's plural. It's like Groves, like Sarson's vinegar. But the guy who designed that, Matt Carroll, who did all the Manchester stuff, Happy Mondays.
Oh, yeah.
He's designed all the factory record stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very privileged to, like, he mocked that board up for me. And that's the same second board I'd done on Note, 1999. Note vinegar, malt, super melt, super Note. And it's like that I've got on there as well, like Groves Bits. I hate it because flipping Jed from, Jed, Skates for Note.
Piffmaster General.
Yeah, Jed, he always like Groves. I fucking hate it. People call me Groves. Do you know what I mean? Unless is it plural?
I don't know, yeah.
Yeah, like when it's a brand.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Ben Groves, it's like on there. So Louis used to, when he sent me my Death Wish packages, Louis did that. I've got this framed at home, and he drew that on the box. He put a letter in, Groves Bits. But I hate when it's Ben Groves. Hate that.
Yeah.
But don't hate that. Because it got Sarsons, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm really proud of these two boards, man.
Yeah, I mean, what a shop to be associated with and have boards on. Like...
Day one, man. No, that was a Vans tour to, where did we go to? That was in Cuba. We did the Vans tour in Cuba, and a guy called Shay, obviously in Cuba, did that. Took him out for a Chinese, and not many Cubans get to go out to a restaurant in Cuba.
Yeah.
He managed to leave Cuba, and for Cuban leaves Cuba, managed to get the money to leave. Because I had seen it when we got off the flight. You're like, whoa, hundreds of people waving off one person because Cubans can't get the money to get out. And if you leave, you only got 3 months. You don't come back within 3 months, you're exiled. I think Shay had big up Shay, man. But that, he saw the cracks in it. I don't know if you see, but it's baking hot sun. And I remember like the restaurant was scraping all the leftovers into plastic bag to take home and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And going off on tangent here, but yeah, no, man, like done a lot, like This Way Up, Cy Owen, like the first Note video. Talking about a video that took years to make.
Yeah.
And then you've seen, obviously, like when Tony goes to America, the Asda 9, that's an 8. And he came back and switched for the Asda 9, but that video took a long time to make, man.
Yeah.
So like that's when it all kicked off. The Note,
Still going strong.
Yeah, 2 out, man. Look at it, man. They got a shoe out.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Shop started at Bones in Stockport, man. It's just done a massive collab with Nike. You know what I mean? Like, big up Splodge, man. Big up Joe and everyone. Big up Note, family. Like,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Joe Gavin's been holding down that Manchester scene for
so good, isn't he?
For fucking years, and every time he brings out a part, it's still
Joe,
incredible.
man, he's Benjamin Button, mate. He just doesn't age. Like, he's that switch Ollie does. I was in that barrier because I filmed 2 tricks and drove up there. 9 hours it took me to get up to film 2 tricks, and I drove back in the same day.
Yeah,
9 hours, and then 15 hours in the car for 2 tricks.
Yeah,
that's skateboarding.
Bigging myself up, but yeah, Joe's showing me that switch Ollie does over that barrier.
Yeah,
mate. He's 40, I'm 41 now. Joe's got, I think he's 43.
Yeah.
And like that barrier is like that, and it's a gap to it. Switch Ollie, I couldn't Ollie or run and jump over it. And like all his footage, man,
he's another one, and Eddie's the same. They seem to just get better and better. And better.
Yeah.
They almost like focus it and hone it, and Joe Gavin is fucking unreal.
When I was in Cornwall at the weekend, someone said that Eddie's made his skate park into 2 floors now. Like one floor's got like a mini ramp in there, and he's going to be building stuff.
I've not been to the new bit yet, actually. It's like that's about 40-minute drive for me.
I was just exhausted when I was down those ways from
Churros and Mooch to Falmouth.
Doing that video shoot, but I would have loved to have checked out his park as well. I would have liked to have gone to Eddie's park and say what's up, because I love Eddie. He's fucking sick. When he went to when he was at like the Black Mass 4 or something, he just like rocked up and just started skating the rail on his own, just shutting it down. Yeah. And I think someone like gave him like a heaving board as a prize, and I was like, "Don't take it, Eddie. You skate for death." And you could see his polite face was like, "Oh, what do I do?"
Yeah, he's fucking good, isn't he?
But Eddie's rad. But yeah, the no video output has been insane. Like they've probably had the most shop videos.
Yeah.
And then that being said, you've probably had some of the most video parts for a UK skater as well.
I think Joe Gavin and Frank Stevens, I think, are the most video parts about any skateboard in the whole world.
We usually talk about this. Who's
Joe
got
Gavin,
the most video
Frank
parts?
Stevens definitely has had 30 video parts. Easy. I reckon Joe Gavin and Frank Stevens have got the most video parts released by a single skater.
Yeah.
Joe's got, I don't know how many parts Joe's got, but he's got to be into 20 parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I've had a few. Frank Stevens, man, I think he tops the list of the most video parts. And he's got a new part coming out whenever John's video, White Trash. John, I've got to speak about that. John's board.
Oh, John's 20-year-old video.
We've got this video we've been filming for a while. I've got a load of footage for it. It's
Yeah.
like the past 6 years of my footage from in Cornwall, whatever I've filmed. John's got it all. So eventually I've got a little guest part coming out, and Frank's still flipping jumping, man. Frank's 49 now.
Yeah.
Frankie's still having it. Back 3-9 sets at 49, mate. And you know what I mean? Like, he is.
He's just out there. Like Timmy went to that Starling Plaza place.
Oh, just stay on his own.
He was like, Frank Stevens is here, just skating
on his own,
just there.
Yeah.
Like he's like Jimmy Boys, isn't he? Like
you
just see him in random places. You're like, what are you doing? Where are you at?
Behind your chair.
Like he's hiding down here. Who was it that was it Vaughan that said that Frank used to drive a car in a suit because he didn't have a license?
Shirt and tie.
Yeah.
Shirt and tie because he thinks he dressed like a suit, you wouldn't get pulled over. Worked for years though. He didn't have a license for years, man. He's just got his license back actually.
Yeah.
He's got his license back because he's been riding everywhere.
Yeah.
He's been biking it. He came to London to meet me in Vaughan, went to that Palace Park, and he rode into London and then disappeared. Like, came to the Palace Park, biked from wherever he came from Ipswich on his bike, bit of train, then biked in, and then like, where's he gone? He just got off, skated for an hour and just disappeared. That's Frank.
Yeah, he sounds amazing.
Proper character. All right, let's go back to Bomber. How long was it from you getting on to when you had a pro board out, or was that kind of like that's what you made you go over to Bomber? They were saying like you were going to get a pro board, or
yeah, that was Browning who did the original Bomber graphics, and obviously that was mine, Frank, and Tom's, because Tom, that was his first pro board as well.
And how long were you on Bomber for? Because you transitioned over to being the TM as well, didn't you?
I was probably about 18 then, so probably like 18 so it must have been. I think it was. They say I was 19, so I was 19. And then I left Unabomber. When this last board came out, because this one's Suzuki Method board. My mate's band from Manchester, Adam Leishman and Dave, Mike Matthews, should I say, and a couple of other lads. We did that collab, and Manhead had his board come out, and I think Smedley had his board medal Smedley like Brad did, and I think basically they said they're stopping paying us.
That's right.
Fuck off.
That was around the time I moved to Derby, so that's 20 years ago. Because I remember Smedley being really irate about not being paid anymore.
Can't be 20 years. Is it 20 years ago?
It was around then.
I feel really old now.
He was really.
No, yeah, but it's true though. Like, it'd be funny. Like, he'd be printing boards with our names on it, and it's not like we're getting all right money. Do you know what I mean? But it's, you know, if you're not going to be pro and flipping for nothing, battering ourselves every day. He's got a good point about it. But yeah, I think, I just went, no, fuck it. I think it's around 2012. I think that sounds about right. 2000. I actually remember because I gave one of these boards on the 2011. 2011 is when I left. Yeah.
Were you here? Because I was called in for a meeting about doing the next video, and we sat on the table just down there. Manad was there. Were you there then? I can't remember.
No, I think I must have.
You must have been gone at that point.
Fucked it off, yeah. Yeah, because Manad got his board. I wish I'd have got one of those boards. Got with Linsky and Ben Powell and Powley in it. I've seen the stickers in there actually.
In there,
but yeah, Manad. Actually, flipping, give me that spare board. He promised me that board. He also promised me some Vans, but you're not Vans anymore, right? I don't know why I keep doing this to Mike. But yeah, Maned said, you said to me, Maned, that you were going to give me your pro board. You were going to send it me.
He never did.
No, you haven't did. You better
he
do,
must have
Maned.
One or two of them.
He must got to.
We need to hit.
I want my Oakley t-shirt back.
We need to hit Maned up because he messaged me last month saying he's keen to do an episode of the pod now.
Oh, nice. That's
well, I'll leave the Oakley t-shirt story over to Maned, but I want my t-shirt back and give me a board. I don't know why I keep looking at you, but I like this now. But Maned, yeah, give me with your board and I want my Oakley t-shirt back. And I'll leave there and come on the podcast and explain what the Oakley t-shirt is.
What happened with riding for Bomber then doing the TM stuff? Did someone like step down or?
No, I was doing, because Harry left. Harry went to be TM for Flip, I think, or as Harry put it, a glorified babysitter.
Yeah.
I think that's what he said. Harry didn't. I've not seen Harry for years until last year, and I've seen him every weekend for about 3 weeks on the trot. It's well good.
How come? Why was that?
He was with Horsley at the Boardmasters, and then he was with. I just seen him 3 weekends on the trot. It was mint. And seen him, all right, see you in another 20 years, Harry.
And then I came down with like Churchill and everyone. He was there because we all went to that burger place.
Swearing alphabet.
Yeah, that video is so good. He's like, right, swearing alphabet, right, A, and then you go B.
So I just started taking over doing the packages basically, and I was driving down doing them. And then all that stuff.
From here, yeah?
Yeah, drive down here and do the packages, send them out to everyone. And
tell me the story you told me just as we walked through the warehouse now.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, basically, I know, fuck. But no, I just literally, whatever people, there's, 2 boards for the AMs and 4 boards for pros or whatever, I'd be like, fucking, there's 10 boards, there's sections, there's some bearings, there's 10 sheets of grip, tape them all up. Like that, just pack and come over to Smedley and post them out. And I remember this woman, Karen, she always used to like proper photo, you could see like she knew what I was doing. But yeah, that's probably, it's funny. Those lads got some good packages.
Yeah, I bet, yeah.
I could imagine. How long was you doing the TMing stuff before you said that they were bringing out boards not paying and everyone
I was doing about a year, it must have been about a year or something. Got to be a year, then I think Daz took over. Doing the team management stuff. We went on a trip to Mallorca, me, John Bell, I think Kelly Dawson.
Yeah. Kelly Dawson had just got on.
Dawson and
Will Golding, was he on that?
I think Will was on it in Smedley, because I remember I got really, really burnt. There's photos of me on the last day. I got to East Midlands Airport. I was just like so burnt, like red, and literally got off the plane and like, you're going hot and cold, like really bad, and literally just sprayed flipping after sun all over me. It was horrible. I remember it now, like I was burnt.
Yeah.
I remember John Bell on the first day we got there, spent all his per diems flipping straight away onto some car to get some hash or something. And literally, like, the car never came back. He was just sat at this roundabout for like 2 hours. Like, John, it's all my money though. I was like, he ain't coming back, you idiot. I told you not to speak to a random, you know what I mean? Yeah. John Bell'd it, all his money on the first hour of being there. He had the best time anyway, he always did.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, big up John.
Yeah, he was there last year, wasn't he, for the Voltero stuff, old John.
Well, I hope he's doing all right. He's just been in hospital, hasn't he?
Old Johnny
so sending healing energy. As he calls me a hippie, but I hope he's all right. He's been, he's out of hospital now.
Sending healing energy.
Anyway, you hippie or something? I was like, all right.
Yeah, I never thought of Grove being a hippie.
Yeah, I'm not a hippie, I'm just... So I'm saying healing energy. It's good, I was about to say, get well soon, mate.
Praying for you. Toby, hang on a minute, mate. We need to talk about this episode's sponsor. Toby, take it away.
Today's sponsor is Slappy Trucks, straight out of the brain box of Mike Sinclair.
Slappy Trucks have a wide range from your classics, hollows, and lowest ever inverted kingpin. And the widest trucks on the market.
I've been rocking the ultra low inverted kingpin trucks for a while now, and they're super good. No braking time, no hang ups, and they grind super good.
Not only that, they have incredible colorways and collaborations with people like Bam Margera, my favourite, and one of the most popular selling trucks, the Curb Killer, Ira.
They've got an incredible team with a bunch of legends like Leo Romero, Ryan Sheckler, Lily Strachan, Braden Hoban, and Cordano Russell.
And you can check out the full range of Slappy trucks right now at rollersnakes.co.uk. Back to the show. Well, yeah, so obviously, like you said, TM in Bomber stuff came to an end because they weren't paying for the name on the board. So you, Smedley, and people left. And then where did the John Cattle connection and the white trash stuff come into it?
John got in touch with me, actually. Yeah, I remember, actually, yeah, it was because we went on a Supra trip in Hold Tight Henry. I had a load of footage for film from the Supra days. So, like, I had nothing was happening with that footage.
Yeah.
It's quite a good little, it's a couple of minutes of footage. And I used my mate Danny Marn's tune. And George Best, it was actually Georgie Best and the Grove United. And it's a bit of a shout out. John Horner did this. And,
yeah, big up John Horner.
Yeah.
And, love that guy.
Yeah. Always big up John.
Graphic, John. But yeah, like my granddad played for Manchester United as well.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously I'm a massive Nottingham Forest fan, but I've got, big connection to Manchester United, and George Best is one of my heroes, and my granddad's R.I.P. He was a Busby Babe, and he, got it tattooed on my arm, this graphic actually, and just George Best, one of my heroes, you know what I mean? And my granddad's in the edit, he put, he sits there and, sort of has it on his, sort of talks about it, and, not he has a clue about skateboarding, or he had a clue, you know what I mean? But it was a little tribute, to my granddad, if you know what I mean, even though it's not my granddad, it's George Best. But
talking about the tattoo you've got, what's the other tattoo you got on your left arm that we looked at earlier? It's my favourite thing it's my favourite.
Well, because we're speaking about my granddad, you can see my granddad tattoo. Right. So yeah, the granddad was just speaking about. He recently passed away. He passed away just before Christmas, and I've got a tattoo of myself on the back of my arm. There's the George Best tattoo, and then the Sidebottom tattoo that we've been talking about earlier.
Fucking hell.
And the gerbil. But,
I love that tattoo of
and that's
yourself.
the one.
I love that tattoo of yourself on your arm. It's so good.
The tattoo on my arm was, I used to get sponsored by a beer company called Bondi Beer.
Yeah.
You used to get paid to drink as well.
That's a true professional, yeah.
Professional, mate. I get paid to drink. Like Pritchard, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
He said that.
I get paid to drink.
Yeah.
It's good on your CV.
And you can hear Dane whispering in the background. He goes, "You know what I am? I'm an alcoholic. I get paid to drink." Yeah, fucking hell.
But, yeah, I used to Bondi Beer. Big up the artist formerly known as Bondi, just Barry now. So he's calling Bondi Barry, but
it's just Barry.
Artist formerly known as Bondi.
good old Bondi Barry.
Yeah, I used to get, we were on a tour, and my good mate Ben Hennon, BMXer.
Yeah.
He's flipping shit up then. And
oh, I know that guy.
It was around this,
the Eastpak tours. So
Ben, he had a frame on Hoffman bikes and that. Yeah. It's mad. I was speaking about him the other day, actually, because I do this thing called the D-Row method now. It's an Irish guy called Derek, and it's all about, I don't know if I spoke about it, but I've stopped drinking. And,
we'll come around and we'll talk a bit more about
I can tell you about that, but it's connected basically. Ben Hennon, he was on the Bondi Beer as well.
Right.
And so we did a skate and BMX tour, which flipping Vaughan hated. He's like, "Don't do that again." Do you know what I mean? I don't think it was a bit looked down as, BMXs and skaters going around, but it's just mates to me.
Mm.
But we had a couple. He had his sort of protege, Ben's mate, who was coming around, and I can't remember who else. Keith Walsh, Keith Walsh from Dublin.
Yeah,
fucking love you, Keith. And he was on the tour with us on this Bondi Beer tour, and Keith ended up coming and staying, living with me for a bit, sofa surfing. Sofa surfing around the UK with Keith Walsh. That's a fucking experience. What's the story? Fucking love Keith. But yeah, so that's this tattoo, the Bondi, the tattoo myself, is a guy called Phil Yarnold. He's quite a famous tattooist.
Yeah.
He lives in Southend. So we took a load of Bondi Beer in. And I remember having the tattoo on lay there and all that. It's got MCR on it. He's like, "Why have you got what do you want, My Chemical Romance?" I was like, "My Chemical Romance?" Flipping MCR Manchester, do you know what I mean? But yeah, a couple of other lads had the tattoos done themselves.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just think it's just pissed. I'm like, oh, I'll tattoo myself. You know what I mean?
That just reminded me, because you were on Relentless as well. Was that like a pretty good paying?
Yeah,
thing?
oh yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was really good as well when they used to send the packages, because I used to get like, I don't know, say 2,500 cans, but I used to get it delivered to the flipping shop that I used to sell it to.
Right.
Yeah.
And I used to drink it.
Get it
But,
delivered
mate,
to them and
so
just get
literally
the money.
guy, I can't remember his name now. I think it's Sanjay in North Manchester, this shop near the hospital. And literally I used to get it delivered to that address and he used to just buy it off me.
Yeah.
It's expensive, man.
Yeah.
It's expensive to buy. I couldn't drink that shit.
What was that, like 2,000 cans or something? Did you
So
say?
much stupid like that. I used to have like 2,000 bottles of beer delivered to my flat, and then the Relentless cans were delivered to the shop that I used to sell
That's so
it to.
funny. I remember
amazing.
Kundal was doing marketing for Relentless when they first started.
Well, I was in the books and all that with was it Frank? What's his name? The artist. He's quite a big band now. Frank
Carter.
Frank Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frank Carter. I'm in the book. I found it yesterday when I was looking through this in the garage. I was like, stop looking. I was like, I've seen this for years. The big Frank Carter and all those dudes. I mean, this big Relentless. It was quite big. I think I've got the photos down there. Like, had the Clockwork Orange. That's probably one of the best things that I've ever done. That is that kickflip off there into that bank. You know, the Clockwork Orange banks.
Yeah.
I did that absolutely off my tits. I'd not been to sleep. I was with James Edson, and we were in Chalk Farm. We'd not been to sleep, and I got there, and that's like 10 o'clock in the morning, and I did that into the steep bit here. Everyone goes into that bit, and I did it into there. I think I did it on that edit that I was talking about, on the John Cattle thing. I do it into there, but there's no footage of that, but that's the actual make, and I'll go into this bit, the steep bit.
Yeah.
There's no footage of it.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, you can't really see it, but that's like, it's gnarly, but, you know, absolutely off my noodle. Edson was filming it on his phone.
Big up Edson.
Yeah, big up Edson.
He's in Sheffield again
I
now.
know, yeah.
Is he?
Yes.
Yeah.
I found
I don't know if we'll be
Edson's
able to see
magazine
it.
as well. Issue number 1, Persian rugs. I found that as well the other day. But
Yeah, that's
that was
wild,
like
that
10
is.
o'clock in the morning, and he came and watched me do that. And that's probably one of the gnarliest things that I've done that, but
Yeah.
there's no footage of it.
Yeah, Relentless were like, they were throwing money at skating for a while.
Mate,
weren't
they paid me. I was getting paid quite well from them.
they? How much you getting paid?
Couple grand a month, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was quarterly they paid you, so I don't know, like
It's worth having, isn't it?
about $2.5 every 3 months or something.
Yeah.
But for and then obviously add on for me selling the cans.
to Sanjeev.
Doesn't matter now, does it?
Sanjeev's doing
Ain't no
alright, isn't
contract now.
Yeah, might as well.
I mean, that was kind of what everyone was doing with energy drinks, wasn't it? It's just you just sell them to the shops.
Well,
and-
mate, they how much money they make out of me being the poster boy, and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the magazines and
Yeah.
all the NAST and all that. It literally got rinsed if you think about it, man. The amount of
This is well good.
absolutely-
This is attention deficit disorder or just young and reckless Ben Grove.
I've got that. All right, yeah, that was
That's
that
good,
photo
that is.
there. I did that, and that was on the 3rd foot tour. That was, and that's in the rain. That is that backside flip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's amazing.
I did it twice.
Yeah, even Blueprint adverts were like fucking so good.
If you look at I think the big mouth strikes again. I've got that somewhere.
Yeah, that's near the start of
But if
this,
you look
isn't
at, I'm wearing a flipping mask, surgical mask,
it? Yeah,
like flipping Millwall flipping hooligans. Yeah, there's a hey,
let's get that
always
out.
ahead
there,
of fashion with boot cut jeans. Nicking
You've always been ahead of the
Vaughan and Ollie Todd Steves.
Always been ahead of the curve on that.
No, I just copied them too.
th-
Tried to.
Let's talk about quitting drinking.
Yeah.
What's led up to that, and how's it been going?
7th of December. I just stopped because I was ruining my relationship. I've got a 2-year-old daughter, and I got a lot to lose, so it needed to stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Did you just hard stop? That was it.
yeah.
Yeah, I've hard stopped, but
That's a tough time to stop as well in December.
well, if you're going to do
Celebratory
it, like, do you know what I mean? You're going to do it. What's the point in waiting until January? Because no one.
Get the
What's the
hardest
point in
months
doing
out
dry
the way.
January as well?
Yeah.
Don't see the point.
period.
Because what's he going to do? You're going to do a month off and then go back to drinking. What's the point? I don't get it. It's no good for your body. Anyway, like, I've done enough partying to last flipping 10 people's lifetimes. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's boring. I want to skate as long as I can, and it's like I say, got a lot more. I'm 41 now, and I think I've got a fair few years left in skating, and like I say, it was my main thing as well, being there for my kids. You know what I mean? I want to be there for my missus Stacey, and I want to be there for my daughter. And I wasn't there. I was just going out on the piss, you know, hungover, looking after my kid, falling asleep, you know, and it's not good. It's not a good look, is it? And so basically, I've been on this this program called the D-Row Method. It's like Irish guy Derek, and it's like a community of lads from all around the world who got whatever vices they've got, if you know what I mean, and you know, whatever, you know, is it food, flipping drugs, or drink, or whatever. But it's not about that. That's not your problem. It's your subliminal, your habits. So I'm not programmed to flipping having a skating, having a beer, cracking a can before I go skate, because that's what I've been used to for years. That's my warm up. I'd have a can, and do you know what I mean? And other, you know, whatever other stuff goes along with drinking, do you know what I mean, when you're off your tits. But it just leads to bad decisions, do you know what I mean? And I just think, you know, just need to change my habits and retrain my subliminal mind and start concentrating on the real shit, because, you know, everyone's down the pub, mate. It's busy down the pub, isn't it? Everyone's down there, boring, over it. Do you know what I mean? I want to be doing this sort of stuff. I want to go skating after this. And I'd not been doing that properly for ages. I'd go out for a skate, and that'd be me for 2 weeks, because I'd be that fucked. My body would be that wrecked. Do you know what I mean? So
I did notice the surge of like Instagram footage.
I've been doing tricks that I haven't done for years, like kicking back tails. I've not done them for years. Kicking back lips. I'm buzzing. I've got them back.
Good to see.
The goosebumps. I don't know why I keep doing this microphone.
There's no
camera right here.
there.
But
it'd be good if there wasn't there like a little fisheye there, so every time you've looked, it's like.
Look at my nose.
But yeah, I saw like the resurge of like you skating the park and everything, and shutting it down.
I've done it a few times, but this time, like I say, I'm done with it all, man. I'm not bothered. I don't, like I say, I've done enough drinking to last a lifetime. You know, I don't know. Like I say, the D-Row Method. I've tried everything, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? To sort of, it's all about rewiring your brain.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean?
I read that it's like it can take up to 8 to 10 times where you stop doing something that you have a habit doing before it rewires your brain.
Yeah.
So you have to keep doing it, and then slowly.
Yeah.
Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is if you're like, you've got other shit going on. It's quite a lot to be on top of to make sure you don't relapse back into.
Well, it's just, you just got to keep, you know, like I say, you got to keep doing the work. And I just like to do, you know, listen to these videos every day.
Yeah.
And like, it's only like, you know, it's like 45 minutes out your day. How much time have I spent flipping hiding down the pub, flipping in and out toilets and all sorts of stuff like that, and going, and, you know, that's a long, long time to, you know, to kick a habit. I mean, I'm still smoking. I mean, I've been smoking since I was a flipping young kid. That's next, but I know a lot of people go, I've done it before and I've stopped everything. I've done about 3 months off. I think when I first met you, I'd stopped everything.
Just about to say, when we first met, you weren't doing anything, and then when
as soon as I got around Timmy's,
me and Denny came to yours one day, you weren't drinking or anything. We stayed at yours like overnight one evening, and Denny like smoked so much weed, and you were like, Graham, do you want something? Like his high pitched voice, and you were like, nah, and then you were like, oh, go on then, and you had a bit of like Denny's weed, and we were sat there. You disappeared, came out the kitchen, you'd bought all your food out the kitchen and put it all on the table, and you were like, do you want crisps?
Yeah.
Do you want chocolate? Do you want ice cream? And we were like, fucking hell, Grove's high.
Yeah.
Grove's high right now. That was fucking funny, sleeping on like the pull-out bed in the living room.
It was good, that foot on. Eddie Belvedere's still got my foot on. Actually.
Fucking give him his foot on back.
No, his stepdaughter Wynn's she's got a mattress on top of it.
Yeah.
Had that foot on since I was a kid. One day, Eddie, that's coming back. I don't know. I still keep going to this mic here. Love it, Eddie.
it means business.
Yeah.
But yeah, the sobriety thing's good. It's I've stopped for ages, and I never tried to push it on anyone, but I'll always mention it that it's like good.
I mean, it's just each their own. I've never.
It just feels nice
to tell me to stop, but I just knew, like, you know, I was going to lose everything. I was in an Airbnb before Christmas.
Yeah.
And that made me really sink in, you know, going back to my house and seeing my daughter and going, I don't want this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I want to be there for my kids. I want to be there for Stacey and, like, you know, Ollie and Bella, my stepkids, Ollie and Bella. They are my kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate the word step, but, you know, they're my kids. But I've got to be there for my kids and my, you know, Mrs. Stacey and that, and carry on doing that I'm doing. I'm not I'll be out flipping, out living on my own. You know, it's shit, really, isn't it? You know
it's
what I mean?
mental when you stop everything, because it's almost like you kind of look at all this free time I've got, or look at all this extra time I've got to do stuff, where you'd usually just be like sat drinking or doing something.
Well, right, like I say, the amount of time that I've spent, like doing
that look
going,
around the room and licking the lips.
On my own though. The thing is, you know what I mean, like doing it on your own.
When it's on your own, that's when it's
when
getting
really
bad.
sad. Yeah, it's really sad.
But yeah, anyway, well done on the sobriety thing. It's fucking
big
sick.
ups, dude. Well, it's quite interesting because, you know, like lots of skateboarders have got ADHD.
Yeah, 100%,
right, and it's all that the chasing that dopamine hit.
Yeah, of course it is.
And it's booze, fags, skating.
Sniff,
very, very common.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not like that whole thing with ADHD, because it's kind of like, have you got ADHD?
I probably have, but I've never been
You're not-
diagnosed.
yeah.
That's what I was saying before about labels. I've probably got everything under the sun, mate. But I think the label society, I think it's a load of bollocks.
Yeah.
I think it's, you know,
It's
kids.
it's
you know,
almost
kids
embarrassing.
always got ADHD. No, they're just kids.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You just need to direct them.
Oh, they talk too much.
No,
but
that's
it's
what kids
almost,
do.
but so many people say they've got ADHD when they haven't, and you know, just having it's almost,
People just hide behind labels now.
it's all a bit embarrassing, really.
Yeah.
But there's definitely a link for skateboarding attracting that type of person.
Yeah, because like I say,
The
like I say,
dopamine
you know,
chasers.
well, like I say, from when I was a kid, I was that kid. Go and do that. Go hit him. Go flipping fight and go steal that. Go jump down that. Do that kickflip and that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
But it runs really parallel with booze.
It's like
drugs.
autism as well. Do you know what
It's
I mean?
all
I think,
that kind of
there's those different forms of autism. But I think a lot of skateboarders have got, you know, like forms of autism.
On the
do you know what I mean?
spectrum.
Like,
I think the thing is, I think those sort of things like autism and ADHD, I think sort of have to almost be that way to be prepared to put the
That's
time.
what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
it's-
Like you,
100%.
like
Yeah.
it's something that an autistic person or an ADHD person would spend 5 hours learning how
trying to do
to
a
front
exactly,
side air.
100%.
Like it's just you've got to be
A
like
certain
that in your
type.
brain
Yeah.
to. And I think the problem is a lot of the people that are also into those sort of things. It's very easy to fall into like
it's
booze,
easy. But as I
fag,
say, I'm the
weed,
generation of piss drunks. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, I spoke to Ellington and Reynolds and like flipping all those dudes about it. Like, you know, they fucking hate that shit, man. They're like, yeah, we, you know, with the generation, look at like all the, you know, loads of people, man, have followed that and wearing leather jackets, getting pissed. I remember used to going on the tours, you know, like going down the hotel in the morning, Canistello when I was 16, like thinking I'm the boy, do you know what I mean? Like, you look at it now, like, he's drinking a Canistello at 10 o'clock in the morning for.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're going out skating. But because it was, you know, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Get your leather jacket on, man, got your fucking studs on, you know what I mean? And like, you know. But like I say again, some of the best shit I've done, I've been off my fucking tits. So you know, I wouldn't look at some stuff I'm doing, go, I've been no chance. If I hadn't been off my head, I'd no chance. But maybe not. I don't know. But that's in the past. You know, you can only go forward.
Yeah.
So how did you end up living down in Cornwall? And how long have you been down there?
It's coming up 7 years, I think.
I was about to say, it's been a while.
7 years, man. Like I met my Mrs. Stacey. It was at Boardmasters the year 2019. It was after the Supra tour, and we built the ramp and everything. I worked for Pete King doing the ramp.
Big
I
up.
was about to say, 'cause we
Yeah,
must have
big up
smashed.
King.
We must have smashed that part out then that we filmed.
Yeah,
I think it
for a
was
few
like
weeks,
every
man.
weekend we
To be
were
honest
on
with you, I
it.
think the majority of my video parts, man, I think I filmed, you know, a lot of my parts are filmed really quick.
Highly
Yeah.
focused,
I think I filmed
intensive
like
filming.
eight or 9 days. I filmed a video part with Kendrick.
Yeah.
I think I did like the last part for No. That was, I think I did a Muscadet. I filmed 15 tricks in one day, and the majority of that,
Yeah.
I think,
was in that
I
lunch
filmed
break
it in
video, I
7
think.
days
A
or something.
Muscadet.
I know, yeah.
So we must have been on it heavily through the weekends, and then when it was coming up to the Supra stuff, Cam sent me some stuff from that tour as well.
Yeah,
And that because that was like a 3-minute part still, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't realize how quick we actually did that.
Yeah.
I was in Manchester a lot of the time as well because of
Yeah.
like Seb and everyone.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, so Boardmasters 2019.
Yeah, I've been chatting to Stacey a bit, and then like we not met, and then we went and met her at Boardmasters, and then which obviously is the 6th of August. That's our sort of anniversary thing. So it was 7 years this year, and then from there, obviously lockdown happened, and then I was just driving down to Devon, North Devon, She's from Warrington originally, Wigan way, Warrington, Wigan. And started just driving down for fucking lockdowns. I just kept driving down, you know. Motorways were empty, I just drove down to see her. And then like, I was living in Wythenshawe, you know, near the airport and all that. And it's like, well, I bring up kids around there, really. It's not, you know, it's everyone's sound around there, but I was going down there. I was like, just went to Cornwall, went to see Eddie for the day, and I was like, just bought my sister's house. I've been in there for like just under a year or something. I was like, stuff it, I'm moving to Cornwall. She said, Mum, you just bought your house, I'll rent it out. I've just sold that now, that's gone. So everything's down in Cornwall now. But yeah, so just basically, I'm always on a win, me. So right, all or nothing, moving to Cornwall. And best thing I've done, man. I think the way the world is now, like for bringing up kids, like I think, you know, we're all wearing balaclavas and stabbing each other now. It's quite a crazy world, like I'm saying, talking about it now. Like, I feel a lot safer for especially when I got a 2-year-old little girl. You got kids?
Yeah, 10-year-old.
10, yeah. And it's, I just think, you know, it's a better way of life down there. And it's, you know.
I do love it when I go visit down there. It does just feel a bit more, it's a bit calmer. You know what I mean? It's a bit more steady.
My dad's lived down there for years as well. My uncle, my dad, my stepmom Mandy, like my granddad lives down there, my dad's dad. I never thought I'd move down there. Like, they've been down there well over 30, nearly 40 odd years, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, 30 odd years, I think. And it's like, I can see why now, but I only ever used to go down there for the Boardmasters. That's the only time they'd ever see me. I'd see them once a year at Boardmasters, and that was a great time to see me. You know what I mean? Like, back then anyway, but you know, like I'm glad I've done it. You know, it's a ball like getting places, but I'm used to it now. So I left here I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning, 3:30, left. It's nothing to me now. I'm going to drive back. I'm going to watch the mighty Nottingham Forest beat Porto, get to the semi-finals. Then we're going to beat Aston Villa, and we're going to win this shit. Who knew, Reds? Wishful fit PMA, but yeah.
Healing thoughts.
Yeah, whatever that means. Don't even know what it means. MDMA.
When I go down, I'm always like, well, I could see it. It feels like just far enough away that you get so tucked into that side of like that corner pocket of the country, like it doesn't feel like.
I think it's down to what point in life you're at, because like I don't know. I say I've been there 7 years. I couldn't have done that for like, you know.
You couldn't have done it in your 20s.
No, I think it's beautiful, but the winters are tough down there. Like you think like rain's bad up north. Do you know what I mean? It's mental. You think it's an island, Cornwall. It's a small three-sided island in here. So a lot of rain.
Yeah,
it doesn't get that cold, but there's a lot of rain. Do you know what I mean? It's for street skating. It's hard. You can't street skate.
Yeah,
you got to drive around. Do you know what I mean? Like, I do miss skating through town, because if you
through like a big city,
I'd skate into town. Go to note, and if you don't go out skating, you've skated 3 or 4 miles in town, fell over in front of a load of people, a stone load of dickheads laughing at you. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing better than flipping ploughing through a crowd of people, popping a tray on your own in front of a load of people. Whoa! If you bail, you look like a knob, but you just get up and crack on. None of that anymore. I do miss that. The skating to town. Do you know what I mean? I do miss that. But at the end of the day, it's a 41-year-old, next chapter been and done that loads. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do when I get to. I can't wait to go skating after this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, send me your address, and randomly in summer I'll wait outside your house. So when you come out with your board, I'll go, "Oi, knobhead, do a kickflip," and you'll be like, "Yes, I've got it again."
Let's do it.
It's a lovely drive from. I mean, getting through Birmingham with all the HS2 shit took me ages, but like approaching Bristol and then going past Bristol and just
Bristol on the bridge,
sitting on that A road. It's a lovely
always
drive.
Early or late at night. Like I say, I've got it down now.
Best
I'm
time,
in Manchester by 10 o'clock in the morning for my dentist. My dentist is still up there. See,
You've not changed dentist?
No, I've been going to him since I was a kid.
Right.
I don't want some other weirdo rooting around in my mouth. At least I know the evil you know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he gives me a discount and he sorts me out. Do you know what I mean? He's Mr. Clifford.
Does he know that you come all that way?
Eh?
Does he know?
Yeah, of course he does. Yeah. I've known him since I was a kid. Do you know what I mean? He's.
I was just wondering if they like called you up, like, "Are you still in the catchment area?" And you're like, "No, I've moved a couple of miles."
Plus, you can't
out.
get any dentists in
No,
Cornwall.
that's it,
I've got a mate, Steve, who's a dentist actually, so I will be getting on to him. But it's everything's hard in Cornwall, man. It's, you know what I mean. It's talking and nothing. Talking and nothing.
He's done. He's quit.
This means nothing.
Glossop.
Glossop. The meaning of Glossop means nothing. So my mate Deggy, and he sent me this board to try out today. So I just wanted to say thank you for the board. I want a bit of, but it looks really nice, and I like his Marlboro rip-off nothing graphic. So I'm going to skate that later on. I appreciate that. Cheers, Degs, who's an amazing artist.
We'll get it set up in the shop, and then we'll head down to Flow as well.
I like it, man. It's like little Marlboro packets.
Yeah.
I do like a board that has simple.
I think, mate,
like what, one or two colour heavy graphics.
What's Glossop mean? Nothing.
Yeah.
Never guess what's just happened. What? Nothing.
Yeah. Here comes Grove's 60th pro board on it.
How many pro boards?
Yeah, how many boards? And it's got to be a lot in it. Like Smedley's had like 40 or something. I think he put up a picture. It's like 30 or 40.
He's got them all mounted in his.
All on his wall, yeah.
10 or 15 or something. I didn't bring them all. So maybe 10, 20. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a pile of them at home. Like, let's say all stuck in the garage. But these like the ones that were in the closet, the closet cupboard,
Closet,
in the attic, loft,
in the loft,
in the dunny.
Do you want to go into the last couple there and then?
Yeah, it's just two little.
I'm trying to think. What
two
else?
little facts here. Like one of them, obviously, where did being involved with that fucking film in the intro, that Get Santa film?
Oh yeah.
I remember it was on TV, and I was like, "That's fucking Grove. Grove skating through
t-shirt.
Grove skating through the street." Looking
mate, I got a load of money for that. That was sick, my mate.
Yeah, what happened and how much did you get paid for it?
Andy Rutherford, who's a big. Andy Rutherford, he's sort of managed. He worked with Jay-Z and loads of people that managed loads of acts. And he's from my mates, the Donnellys, Chris and Ant Donnelly. I met him. They did a brand called Geogoy. Old rave brand. You've seen me wearing it loads. Big up to Ant and Chris. And but Andy Rutherford was he just helped me do it. It was they approached me, so I went and sat with the main character. Was it Timothy Spall's son, Rafe Spall?
Don't know.
You know Timothy Spall, he's in Alvida St. Pet.
Oh, right, yeah.
He's in Harry Potter and all that. It's his son.
Yeah.
The Brummy. Buddy Tyler.
Yeah.
Buddy Tyler. His son. So I just got about $3 or $4 for that. And I was just sat eating Haribo with the main character all day in Leeds one day. I stayed in the Malmaison. And then I went down to London. And then I got paid like another $4 to skate around London. And I was with, what's the guy? Mark Strong, who's the actor Balls. He's in Sacha Baron Cohen plays Liam Gallagher in what's that film? He's Liam Gallagher in Grimsby.
All right, yeah.
In Grimsby.
Yeah.
So his brother in that, who's the agent, that's Mark Strong.
Yeah.
And Mark Strong's, he was there with his sons. It's his wife who helped direct the film. So there's loads of mad famous actors, and long story short, this guy who's my friend, Andy Rutherford, he just rang up and helped me. They offered me, and he just sort of negotiated the money.
Yeah.
Because normally they'd probably fobbed you off with £100 or something.
Yeah.
He just went, nah, he wants this. So I got not far shy, like 10 grand, something like that for it.
Yeah.
I just remember seeing it on TV or something and just being like,
it's on every Christmas, mate. I get the messages every single Christmas. You know what I mean? I wish I got a PRS for it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if I had a PRS every Christmas, man, I'd be like fucking noddy older, mate. Do you know what I mean?
And then, really, the only other thing is, I don't know where I heard it, but making cakes with the Gallaghers. What's that?
Yeah, I heard that you were making banana bread with one of them.
Did you bake cakes with one of the Gallaghers, or is that just a popular?
Is that like an urban myth about Ben?
That's another urban myth.
That's amazing that.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Skateboarding's Ben Grove has got urban myths about him.
Because I heard someone be like, "Yeah, Ben Grove's made cupcakes with one of the Gallaghers."
I heard you made banana bread with one of them.
No.
Because whichever one it was.
You'd love that though, wouldn't you? Like have an afternoon making banana bread with Noel and Liam.
Oh, fun thing here, Ian Brown's got this skateboard. Yeah, because Ian's one of my heroes, big hero, and I sent Ian my board to my mate Gaz Stevens. He sent it to Ian, and I met Ian a few times, and spoke to him about heroes, and his hero told me, my hero told like George Best on it, and he was like, yeah, man. So I sent him this board. I went to Ian, you're one of my heroes. Here's one of your heroes on my skateboard. I signed it and sent it. And
amazing.
He sent me a big letter. like, and loads of VIP tickets to all the Roses gigs.
Oh,
And I got
nice.
a
Oh,
letter
that's
home.
amazing.
Bit of weed stuck on the letter where he'd sent in, like, you know what I mean? But big up Ian Brown.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's why Ian is like he is. Like, he's the man.
Yeah,
Ian
Yeah.
Brown is no Ian, no Liam,
that's it.
no
That's-
Clint, no Noel. Clint Boone, big up Clint Boone as well.
That's the classic
Yeah.
quote.
No Ian, no Liam.
Right, on that note,
Let's wrap it up and go skating.
yeah, go check
Yeah.
out
Thanks for
some-
coming, dude.
good,
Really
thank you.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank you
cheers
very
for having
much
us,
driving
and,
all that way just
So
for
it took
this.
3 years.
We got
3
everything.
years show's been going now.
Yeah.
It's been
No,
3 years.
almost 4, isn't it?
Well,
I don't even know.
3,
This is
4.
episode like 71 or 72 or something. Just aiming to get to episode 100.
And then
I don't
stop.
know. And then just quit and retire off all the millions I've made off this podcast.
The fuck are you talking about? If we get to episode 100, we'll have to get someone to take over from me.
Yeah, because you're about
Maybe
dried out,
Pete,
aren't you?
Yeah.
so how much do I get paid then? Do I get put my receipt?
Right, thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. Let's go skate. Round of applause, please, for Ben Grove.